There are some NBA teams that desperately need to make a trade right now. We will talk
Yikes.
about exactly which teams must make a trade. We will talk about which teams need to upgrade. We will talk about which teams potentially need to make a trade so they can tank. And ultimately, we will talk about which players, as of right now, need to be moved. Y'all, this is going to be a fun segment. It's also going to be a fun episode because we had some good games last night. And ultimately, I'm up here with Chill. I'm up here with Damien. There may be some more people that joins us, but chat, we got you guys with us. So you know we going to have a good episode. Let's get into it. Damien, Chill, what up, y'all?
Ain't nothing, Ron G. You know what it is. Basketball season. In the middle of basketball season, we got some good stuff going on. Yeah, we in effect. Let's do it.
Damien, what's up, my friend?
What's going on, man? We're in the dog days of the season, but we like those days, Chill, man. We love those days.
This is what makes champions right here. This time of the season right here is where the champions come from, no doubt. Right? You know, we got the usual shenanigans going on, ladies and gentlemen, before the show starts. But you know,
real
that's
talk?
how we get down. That's exactly how we get down. So you know, it is what it is around here. And Ron, what I want to discuss today, I want to make sure that we have this on the docket today. We got to talk about guys tricking games. Like, I'm tired of listening to people tell me. I'm tired of listening to people tell me stuff like, well, that's not what lost the game. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. We 100% lost because of this right here. We didn't lose because only this, or we lost because of you. You're the one who killed us. You did. And can we start? Ron, my biggest issue when it comes to player accountability is we want to hold players accountable only up to a certain extent. Why can't we say you killed us? You were the reason why we lost today. Like, why can't we say that? I don't understand why that's an issue. You were the one who killed us today. Like, we did everything that we could to be in this game. We did everything that we could to be in this position, and you did this, and this was the reason why we lost. I'm tired of listening to, well, the reason why that wasn't the only reason why we lost. Well, we shouldn't have been in this position in the first place. Why not? You playing against a good basketball team. It wasn't like you were going to just roll over these dudes. No. And in fact, you fight your way to get back in games. Now, I'm not talking about one game specifically. Actually, yes, I am talking about one game specifically. Yeah.
What game is that?
No, I'm talking about, let's just call them, as you would call them, Ron, Leicester. Right? Like, as you would call them, Ron, Leicester. Because
I didn't say it. I didn't say anything.
You would call them Leicester. What I want to do is I want to hold players accountable the way that they should be held accountable. If you didn't kill us, real talk, okay, there was a reason why we lost this game, and it wasn't just because of you. But when we get to the meat and potatoes of the game, and you at the stripe, and you got an opportunity with 1 second on the clock to win the game, and we lose, you're the reason why we lost. Because of you.
Yeah, there's been plenty of, there's plenty of stuff that happens where, you know, we've been taught a whole bunch of heebie-jeebie, you know what I'm saying, from little league coaches and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? They try to make you feel better. Oh, it wasn't just because this certain play we lost the game. It was because a play that happened in the first quarter. That's like, shut up.
No.
Also, the biggest lie that's always told to little kids or any athlete, the refs don't matter. You know, ignore the refs. Refing doesn't matter. That's a lie. That's the biggest lie told in sports going right now. Is that refereeing doesn't matter. It's 1,000% matter. When they call those calls, 1,000% matter.
Yes, it does.
Sure. So you're saying that some guys are paid to deliver and they're just not delivering when we need them to deliver?
So just be clear, right? Just to be clear, Damien, I am the primary ball handler. That's my job. That's what I signed the contract extension for. You signed me back to take care of the basketball when we get into the meat and potatoes of the game, for me to make correct decisions. And as one of the primary ball handlers, if not the primary ball handler, I need to be a significant free throw shooter. I need to be good. I need to be good at the stripe. I can't just be an okay free throw shooter. And when we get to the meat and potatoes of the game, Ron, I didn't get one shot. I got two of them. I got an opportunity to go back to the stripe and do it again.
Oh, yeah.
I screwed it up the first time. My fault. I get an opportunity to go back to the stripe and do it again. Well, the logic is, well, that's not what won. You don't know if they would have won the game. You know what? We had an opportunity to win the game if he made those 3 free throws and go into overtime. But you know what we don't have now? That opportunity, because he missed those free throws. Game's over. We lose.
But chill, I'm not gonna lie though. Like I saw Jamal Murray miss those free throws. But as a Laker fan, I can assure you that one thing that Denver's not worried about is, can Jamal Murray come through in the clutch? That's every dog has their day. You know what I'm saying? He missed some free throws. He'll be all right. But I've seen that man game us way too many times to be concerned about Jamal Murray in clutch situations.
Just so we clear. Okay, just so we clear. When I say hold players accountable, okay, real talk. I've been paying the bills the whole time. That one time that I forgot to pay the light bill and the lights got cut off, we cutting the lights back on now. It ain't like we're getting kicked out. I just forgot to pay the light bill. My fault. But you can.
But equally failing the 3-point shooter.
Twice.
Same argument.
Once, Twice he did that. And make sure we clear, real talk. You can tell me, chill, you screwed up. Okay, my fault. I'm the one who killed us. Get the lights cut back on. Okay, my fault. Let's get the lights cut back on and let's get back to work. I just want to start holding players accountable for killing us. You killed us today. And that's fine. Let's move on.
Yeah, Ron gets to, do his Lester thing today. It really hasn't been a great year for you.
I was not.
It really hasn't been a great year for you hating on Jamal Murray. It really hasn't been much to hate on.
I've been giving Jamal Murray love.
He actually didn't play bad yesterday, though. He didn't. He did not play bad yesterday.
I know you've been giving Jamal Murray love. I'm not saying you. Nigga, you've had no choice to. He played too good. He hasn't given you the opportunity to not give him love. That's what I'm saying.
I'm not a Jamal Murray hater.
Yes, you are. Yes, you 100% are. Yes, you are. Ron, you coined the name Lester. That's what you call him.
And during that time, he was playing terrible. Do you guys remember how Jamal Murray started last season?
He always starts slow. Yeah.
No. But last season was. You guys don't remember that?
I don't remember how bad he was last season.
He had some.
He was Lester. He earned the name Lester. I didn't give him that. He earned it.
No.
Okay.
However, guys, there are some teams that are desperate to make trades. We're going to get into that. Also, the Rising Stars teams were drafted. We'll talk about which rookies and which sophomores went to which team. Was it Team Melo, Team T-Mac, Team Vince Carter? We'll talk about that. Also, Doc Rivers made a statement about Joel Embiid, saying he's the most talented player that he's ever coached. We absolutely will get down to the bottom of whether that's a myth, whether Doc is yapping, or whether he actually has a valid point. But as of right now, fellas, which teams need to make moves yesterday? By the way, the trade deadline is just over a week from now. It is next Thursday.
Yeah.
Real talk, the floor is yours for obvious reasons.
Mm-hmm.
Are you saying the Lakers need to make a move?
Actually, saying.
To be honest with you, I don't think that the Lakers are going to do anything spectacular over the deadline, because I don't think that they believe we have a championship unit right now. So the team I was actually going to start with myself, surprisingly enough, is the Oklahoma City Thunder. I think the Thunder need to make a move at the trade deadline to improve their roster. I think that the NBA has shown us now for all of the 2020s that simply staying pat after you win a championship usually doesn't work in your favor. I think there have been some glaring issues for OKC this year that, yes, it happened somewhat last year, but I think it's a bit more of a problem now, which is scoring and shot creation and shooting outside of Shea. That is a real concern. I also think that you need to have some kind of insurance just in case a J-Dub doesn't, catch his rhythm come playoff time, because he is battling back from injury and he didn't play basketball for a long stretch of time. It may not be we may not see J-Dub of like, oh yeah, and he's hurt right now, but we may not see J-Dub of 24-25 until next season again, possibly. So with the injury to J-Dub, I think they need to shore up some things offensively. I think they need to make a move at the trade deadline.
I could get with that real.
And they have the assets to get it done, obviously. So
I could get with that. I don't think their problem is what you say it is, though. I mean, you talk about the shooting. I mean, they were an average 3-point shooting team last year. So, I mean, a lot of that was predicated on their defense. I think one of their major problems is their rebounding. I think that they need to shore that up. I think if they could find themselves a better rebounder along with Chet, I think that would really help them. But I don't think Oklahoma. I can appreciate your logic. Oklahoma City, I could definitely appreciate your logic with Oklahoma City. My issue is with Orlando. What's going on in Orlando? What are you guys doing? I mean, I think that these guys have at this point, as young as this group has been, yes, they've had the injuries. I still think, and Mars and I have gone back and forth with this, that lead guard spot is an issue for me, Mars. I know how you feel about Jalen Suggs, and I know that as a defender, I can appreciate him being an all-league level defender. I just don't think that they have enough punch at the lead guard spot in terms of production and scoring in order to be viable in the Eastern Conference. And I think that they need to make a move there.
I can get with that.
But Orlando, I don't know. What do you think they need? Like what player?
I just think they need
what aspect? Like, do they need some scoring? Do they need some shooting, in your opinion? Like, what exactly do they need?
If they could get a better version of Colin Sexton, I think that would make them a lot better. And what I mean when I say that is more of a scoring guard, because I think that their defense, I think that supplements itself. I mean, I think that their defense is good enough, but I feel like with their offense, a lot of times when their offense gets stagnant, they really don't have a guy that can consistently actively get a bucket. I'm watching Paolo, Ron, and they're actively leaving him open for jump shots. Actively. They're just leaving him open to shoot the basketball. Knock yourself out.
Just say it, Chill.
What
Darius Garland, right?
I just don't see Cleveland giving Darius Garland to Orlando. But even though he would 100% help them. He would. Yes.
Chill. But see, this is the thing. See, y'all problem is y'all will go there, but you won't take it far enough. See, y'all okay going to the Benz lot and leaving with a 2023. If you're going to do that, you might as well pull off with the 2026. You might as well get the red interior with the panoramic sunroof. If you're going to do it, do it. If you're going to call up Cleveland, go get Donovan Mitchell. How about you do that?
Oh, bro.
How about you go get Donovan Mitchell?
Go get D-Mitch.
How they gonna do that?
Just hear me out. So you don't think
call up Oklahoma City and ask for Shea.
So you don't
Call up Oklahoma City.
Donovan Mitchell's not Shea. Donovan Mitchell's not Shea. Just hear me out. Now just hear me out.
Hear you out, Ron.
Hey, hold on. Y'all all take a second to untangle your draws right quick.
Hear you out, Ron.
God damn.
Hear you out, Ron.
Y'all your brain.
So if they called up, so just hear me out. If they called up, and this helps both teams out.
Okay.
If they called up and said, I got Franz Wagner, one of the better two-way players in the game, could be a number 1 or number 2 on offense.
Okay.
Younger than him.
Okay.
And Jalen Suggs or Anthony Black.
Mm-hmm.
And
so a couple picks or a pick. Well, they probably don't have any picks anymore, but you mean to tell me, so time out. Just think about this from Cleveland's perspective.
Yep.
We have bought every single year with this whole Donovan Mitchell experience. We've got bounced. This year, we're not playing that well. We clearly need some help on the wing.
Ron,
we clearly have a problem. We have a problem. We have a problem between Darius Garland and Donovan Mitchell.
They got a top 10 offense, Ron.
So you mean to tell me they would not consider, once again, another all-star or all-NBA type of player? We get Franz Wagner, who's younger, better on defense, and quite frankly, he fits better with that unit that they have more than Donovan Mitchell.
Yo, what's that Chris Brown mean?
Which is
better.
Okay,
and then you get a defender like Jalen Suggs too.
Ron makes a compelling case.
Or you get an Anthony Black.
He doesn't, Chill.
He does make a compelling case. However, Ron, just so you
know,
they do need
that is two very young players.
With that being said,
young
Ron,
and good.
Mitchell.
Not for him, right, Ron? Just so be clear, Ron. We already got a two-way player. Yes, we already have a two-way player. He might clock out at 5 o'clock. Yeah, he might clock out at 5 o'clock, but we do have a two-way player. Yes, we do. But that's number one. Number two, which is the most important part, I'm not giving you my best player for your second best player. I'm not doing that.
Some people think he's their best player.
I don't think he's their best player.
So that's null and void.
No.
You're legitimately getting 2 starters.
No.
Right off the rip. And they fit in better with who they got.
You're gonna get cursed out.
They do need wing production,
which they do.
Like crazy.
Yeah, they also
Like
need Donovan
crazy.
Mitchell.
Yeah, but as soon as you trade Donovan Mitchell, you need guard production.
And you have Darius Garland still.
Yeah, quick D-Lo. That's the answer. I get it. Y'all love quick D-Lo, bro. Hey, it is what it is. Shout out to him, bro.
No,
I
think quick D-Lo will be good for Orlando. You know what I'm saying? I think let me put some respect on Darius Garland. I'm not gonna call him that again. That's crazy. I think Darius Garland to be really good for Orlando.
Orlando need
it's
But Chill, your point, to not have a lead guard is hard in the modern NBA. To not have some production from the backcourt is really hard. Like you see it across the league, and unless you have like a Jokic who supplements that, who's like a point center, then it's very difficult. You go down the list, and you look at OKC, the Lakers, Detroit, New York, like they all have a lead guard who's very productive. Cleveland. So unless you have some of those guys, it's the reason why we looked at Houston. We're like, can this team compete without a point guard, for example? So it's a big hole. So Orlando do have a massive gap there. Whether they can get Donovan Mitchell is another story, but they need to address that, just as Cleveland needs to address their wing production.
I can appreciate Ron swinging for the fences. I definitely can appreciate that. But, I mean, Ron, Cleveland has won 10 of their last 14 games, including the last 4 straight. They're starting to get it rolling again. I don't love the way that they've been taking care of the basketball, but they've been playing some really good defense, and I like what I'm seeing from them. So in the process of us doing that, Donovan Mitchell is having a career year. With him having the career year, they probably are bottoming out this year. Like if we don't get it done this year, they're probably going to move on with this group. So they still have to see what it is, right? We still have to see what it is after this year. I mean, this season. If you got a lead
2
guard,
games out from the second spot, Chill.
2, that's it, Ron. 2 games. And with that being said, Ron, if we in Orlando are trying to get to the East Finals, or even out of the first round, I need a lead guard that can score. I do. And that's what the game is today. The game isn't just being able to control the pace of the game. The game isn't just being a table setter or a distributor or playmaker. I need to be able to put the ball in the basket as a lead guard at a high level. Not 30, but 11 ain't enough. 12 ain't enough.
Chill.
13 ain't enough.
Every time I hear you say this about Orlando,
it's not enough.
To me, it's because their quote unquote best players aren't good enough. That's their problem. Paulo and Franz are supposed to be good enough offensive players to where we're not looking at Jalen Suggs like, you got to be better. It's like Jalen Suggs is cool. And to me, they're a good team with Jalen Suggs plays. I think the data backs that up. From what I've seen from when he's on the court, it tracks. They're a good team when he's on the court.
Sure.
The problem is that just like you said earlier, they're leaving Paulo wide open.
Actively.
They're like, and he's supposed to be their best player. He's supposed to be their best offensive player.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I don't look whenever I watch Orlando, I never get the takeaway of, damn, they really needed Jalen Suggs to score 20 tonight. Be like, nah, I need Paulo to be able to hit jumpers and play like he's 6'10", 255 pounds.
I can appreciate that logic, real talk, that you need your best player to be your best player. I get that part, right? I'm not going to argue that point. But I do need my point guard to be able to give me more production. I found that out in the playoffs, even though like a team, for example, like the Boston Celtics, when they had Drew Holiday wasn't averaging 20 a game, right? Drew Holiday wasn't averaging 25 a game. But like when he was in Milwaukee, he was giving them 19 a game, 18 a game. And he would give them in the playoffs 22, 23 in games. Like, I don't think I could get that from Jalen Suggs as much as I was getting that from Drew Holiday. Even though I have a defensive guard, I still need you to be able to score. I do.
Very quickly, we have a Shams bomb.
Oh boy.
Dropped a bomb on him, Flex. Shams bomb. He has reported that 2-time MVP Giannis Antetokounmpo is ready for a new home at the February 5th NBA trade deadline or in the offseason, as several rival teams make aggressive offers to the Milwaukee Bucks for him. And the franchise is starting to listen, league sources tell ESPN. So, Ox, it looks
Giannis.
like apparently Giannis has finally stood on his nuts and said, hey, get me the hell up out of here. And now we're here, ladies and gentlemen.
About time.
We are here.
About time.
Hey, ladies and gentlemen, everybody in the chat, you don't have to be subject to your environment. If you are living in terrible conditions, you have the opportunity to get out of it. If you don't like the state or city or area that you're living in, you can move out of it. If you don't like anybody on the panel, you can call me up and we could get them up out of here. I'm saying that to say thank you, Giannis, for having a come-to moment, looking around and finally realizing that, look, this is just not good enough for me. Sometimes good just isn't good enough, chill. And it's not, Milwaukee is not a good enough situation for somebody of Giannis's caliber. He deserves better.
Now
I'm glad Giannis has finally did that.
Now Cleveland get on the phone for Donovan.
Yeah,
Mitchell.
now I'm giving up. Hey, D mentioned Giannis. I heard somebody talking about that earlier. I forgot on what, but I would really like that. I would really like that. You kind of give up
Darius Garland and Evan Mobley to Milwaukee.
Yeah, Darius, Jared, Allen. If I can't keep Evan Mobley,
Darius and Jared.
Milwaukee's gonna demand Evan Mobley.
Yeah, they may demand Evan Mobley. If they do, fine. You can take him as well. But yeah, this is big news because there are a bunch of the NBA's in a good place right now because there are a lot of contending teams that also have assets to get better. Right, when you look at Oklahoma City, when you look at the Spurs, which is another team that people have, hypothetically put Giannis on. When you look at Cleveland, when you look at teams like New York, right, there are a lot of teams in the playoffs currently that can still get better and add a monster to their squad like Giannis. So this is going to be fun.
New York's gonna be in the.
We won't stop getting reports until February 5th. Now,
well, this is how the floodgates open.
Mm-hmm.
Once people figure out what Giannis is doing, is going to kick off everything else.
Mm-hmm. Because that's been the reports as well. He's the domino, yeah.
Right. Well, you know how it goes. Chill. Everybody think they got a shot at her.
Mm-hmm.
Once she
so let's get to the bottom of that right now, Ron.
Once she go sit with him, then it's like, okay, all right, there go. You know what I'm saying? But everybody
just because you found out that homegirl getting divorced does not mean that okay, I'm gonna call her. You don't call me. You no, absolutely not. Don't you? You ain't got don't call him. No.
So, hey, you gotta try, chill. It ain't nothing wrong with trying.
Hey, shoot.
Hey, it won't be the first or the last time you get hung up on. Hey, Paul for Donovan. However, y'all, speaking of the New York Knicks, this came across my timeline, and they've said that the New York Knicks have been coveting Drew Holiday, and it's ironic because, well, Giannis has been linked to go to New York as well. So in this trade scenario, you have Karl Anthony Towns going to Milwaukee, Mikal Bridges going to Portland, Drew and Giannis to the Knicks, and a bunch of picks involved from New York. Do y'all like this?
Just so that Giannis can sell Drew again after the end of next season? It's ridiculous.
I love that.
I don't know if Cat would want. I don't know if Milwaukee would want Cat though.
You think he dumped him? You honestly think that, Ox?
Absolutely.
You really think he dumped him?
Even though, absolutely. But
considering everything that they've been through,
yeah, for sure, it happens. But that New York squad, that would be ridiculous.
Yeah, that New York team would be
Drew, tough. OG, Jalen Brunson, Giannis, Mitchell Robinson.
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you guys something, and I'm probably in a minority up here. I think that I understand the Giannis thing. I think we're in the beginning of the end. I think Giannis is starting to break down, and I think that we're in the beginning. I think we're in the beginning of the end of Giannis, and because we're in the beginning of the end of Giannis, this window of us winning, we have to do it right now. Because I don't think Giannis is going to be as good as he is in terms of health. like in the next 3 years, I don't think that he's going to be that good, to be honest with you. His game is predicated on flight and athleticism. This calf injury is a serious injury, and it's been reoccurring over the last couple of years, and it just keeps coming back. And I feel like as he gets older, it's just going to get worse. They're doing everything that they can to manage it. Holding him out of games, holding him out for months. But when we get to the playoffs, it could come back. So whatever you're going to do with Giannis, you probably have to surround him with guys that are able to handle a basketball, can go to the stripe, can close games. Because if you think you're going to run Giannis into the ground, you're not going to have him long. Because I already think that we're in the beginning of the end of him.
It's different though, Chill. If he's on this squad, if he's on the Knicks, you know what I'm saying? He doesn't have to, carry as much. You know what I'm saying? He's not playing with the JV squad anymore. You know what I mean? I think it's a little different.
I was thinking about that, Chill, about the Giannis stuff. So this is his second cuff strain, right? In this year, which is not good to start with. But then a lot of people talk about Giannis's jump shooting, and rightly so, but to a degree, I think that they say he's adding stuff to his game. He wants to become a better jump shooter. But to me, when I watch it, it's also the very early signs of decline, because he's starting to understand that he can't get to the rim every single time, Chill. He can't play at 100% every single time. He can't get downhill every single time. And when you watch the game, it was against Denver a few nights ago. He actually just couldn't. There was a period in the game in the fourth and in the late in the third where he couldn't get to the basket at all. And they didn't have Jokic in the paint. They didn't have anyone in the paint. And these are very, to me, early signs of decline when guys are trying to add a little bit finesse because they know their athleticism is slowly declining. Not significantly, but slowly. So I think it's interesting. It's an interesting point, Jill. I think the window, I agree with you. I think the window's shorter than people probably think it is with Giannis.
I want to just put on record that I definitely disagree with Giannis is in decline statement. Right? I think Giannis, Mars has outlined this as well, but like Giannis is arguably having his best season ever right now.
Let me clarify. I don't think he's in decline. I think he's showing early signs that his athleticism could be potentially fading, and the health stuff's a little bit concerning.
Oh yeah, there's definitely a point to like older players, or as they get older, people obviously want to expand their skill set, not even necessarily off of because I can't get to the basket anymore. It's because I may not even have the energy to try to get downhill every single play, because my stamina may not be there, and it's just easier on the body to, take jump shots. But I don't think that he's trying to add that to his game necessarily because of decline. I just think that he wants to be a more well-rounded player.
Wouldn't that be wouldn't that be because of the athleticism? Because a lot of his game was predicated.
But he's still he's still the upper echelon of athlete in the NBA.
Which I'm not arguing that point, because he 100% is. But this calf injury is significant enough that it could start slowing him down, and I think that we are in the beginning stages of that. I don't want to confuse me saying that I think that we're in the beginning of the end of Giannis as him being a player like he's over. No, I'm saying with this calf injury, Giannis as an athlete, I feel like we're starting to go the other way because this injury could hamper him. And I think that it could affect his game, which I can appreciate him now wanting to put a mid-range jump shot in his game, him now wanting to play a little bit more on the box, and his game not being as much running up and down the floor, right? Running up and down the No. I'm saying that Giannis, I'm seeing the beginning of the end of him as an athlete. And I think that's good. And I think that that's affecting his game. So if you're trying to win with Giannis, right? If you're trying to win with Giannis, this version of Giannis, you got to do it right now, because I think we're in the beginning of the ends of running dunk man.
I think you got a solid 3 seasons left. But if you're the type of dude that you can sidestep around dudes, jump and just dunk shit whenever you want to, you don't just start shooting mid-range jumpers just because you think it's cool. You know what I'm saying? You dunk.
Why not though?
Can't. Because why? If you could do that, well, all I'm saying is I think it's obvious that Giannis isn't the same Giannis he was 3 years ago. As far as his speed, athleticism, mobility, stuff like that. I'm not saying that this is like the end of Giannis though, because Giannis still got it. It's just not like how it was before. And I think it's good that he added a little bit more to his game, because that's going to keep him from declining. You know what I'm saying? So rapidly. I think Giannis still got three solid years of dominance left.
Well, he got a little more than that, because you know what's also going to keep him from declining? Playing with other all-star players. Yes.
Right.
Like,
Oh, yeah,
and that's kind of what you highlighted before the season.
Off
Like,
the ball a bit,
if I could play, like, that is literally Giannis's game, playing off. Can you imagine Giannis and Luka? Like the wonders that Luka would do in terms of just getting Giannis the ball where he needs it, alley-oops, taking defenders away from him and attracting defenses and stuff like that. Like, Giannis wants to cut. Giannis wants to play off the ball. He wants to run in transition. Obviously, he can play with the ball. Like, I'm not saying that's not what he wants to do, but I mean, we've seen Giannis defer to Drew Holiday. We've seen Giannis defer to Chris Middleton. We've seen Giannis defer plenty of times when it comes to playing off the ball and stuff like that.
Sure.
Like, Giannis wants to be a play finisher. Now, he can initiate action and stuff like that too, but Giannis needs a ball handler next to him. He needs somebody that can score from the perimeter, even like another big too, because Giannis can pass pretty good. Like, that's going to help Giannis out a lot playing with better players.
If you look at Milwaukee's offense, I mean, they had to stretch big in Brook Lopez. In addition to having to stretch big in Lopez, they had a good transition game, because a lot of their stuff was predicated on Drew Holiday causing turnovers and Giannis getting out and running in transition. This was also a younger Giannis. Now we're in a different space with Giannis now that he's older. And to your point, Ox, sure, he's got to carry this team that isn't very good. What it reminds me of, real talk, is when Bryant had to drag that team, which you explained why he snapped his Achilles, because he had to drag that team to the playoffs. And I mean, we're talking about an older Bryant. He was what, 33, 34 at that point? And
he was out there playing 42, 43.
Yeah, he had to drag that unit to the playoffs. And I mean,
damn you, Mike D'Antoni, damn you.
And I feel like with Giannis, with his game being predicated on, like I said, flight and athleticism, he's always going to do that. Now, with him now playing with better players like Luka or let's just say Jalen Brunson, they are going to get up and down the floor. He's still going to have that in his game. He might not have to do it as much, but it's still there, which is why I feel like the window, in order for them to win, got to be right now, because I don't think he's going to be able to do it for as long as he used to, as long as he's been able to do it. Because we gotta remember, Ron, Giannis ain't in year like 7 or 8. He's been in the league 13 years. And that's a lot of miles on you at that point. A lot.
I don't. So was Giannis in decline last year?
I didn't want to be honest with you, real talk. I didn't want to say it because I wasn't sure, but this calf injury has me thinking that I think physically I'm in the beginning of those stages where it's starting to happen. Yes. Mm-hmm. And I think that I think the divide between you and me, real talk, is I think you think decline means like he's going this way, and it's actually more like this. It's not this. It's more like we are going the other way, physically. Not in terms of this game.
I mean, I guess physically, yeah, he's not. And I've made that comp with him and LeBron before. I do feel like they have very similar like career arcs, but I do agree that he's not the athlete he was like 3-4 years ago. Sure, but I still wouldn't interpret this version of Giannis as decline. Like,
so you're still selling the farm for him, real talk?
Would I get on the phone for Giannis?
Would you still sell?
No, are you selling the whole farm? Are you selling the whole farm for him?
Yeah, he's Giannis. Absolutely. If I have a chance to get Giannis on my team, who is still a bona fide top 3 player on the planet, and you have to get that done. I'm sorry.
Is New York a better team?
You have to see what we can do about that calf injury.
Is New York a better team with Giannis instead of Cat and Bridges?
From a talent standpoint, yes.
Hell yeah.
Absolutely.
Okay.
But from a fit standpoint,
yes, either way you look at it. Absolutely. They're much better with Giannis.
I mean, the thing that the stuff that Cat does in terms of spacing, the stuff that Cat does as a long ball shooter, I mean, I think that speaks volumes for that offense, even though he hasn't been really that good in the offense. Now you want to get a guy in Giannis who is more of a downhill guy. In addition to him being a downhill guy, I think Cat's a better screener than Giannis. I think he does play in the pick and dive and the pick and pop better than Giannis. And I think that can expand their offense. Now, Giannis can make them a better transition team. I'm not going to argue that point. So I think that there's some good things that Giannis does with them in addition to some good things that Cat does with them too.
The reason why I ask is because it's tricky to land Giannis, but also not empty the treasure chest. Like that's why teams like the Spurs are very intriguing, because it feels like they can make a deal where they're not sacrificing too much. They sacrifice just enough to get him, and it can be a lot, but you can still be a contender. Whereas there's some other teams out there like New York where there's I think the capacity to potentially overpay for Giannis just to get him, but you might lose some of these real key sort of intangible guys in the process. And there's an argument to be made on whether that's better for you long term. So I think teams have to be careful. Maybe it's a 3-team deal, Ron, where they have to get some other teams involved and get some draft capital going one way or another to keep some of the core.
You got to remember where we are, though, Damian. We're in a very parity-friendly league. So these teams that are doing this, they're doing this for right now. So they're not thinking about Giannis, what he's going to look like 3 years from now or 4 years from now. They're thinking we can win the NBA championship this year and maybe next year. But that's as far as we're going. So if that means we got to give up 3 1s and our second best player for Giannis, we're doing it. Yes.
Mm-hmm. If we're talking about, like, for instance, let's say if we're talking about Giannis, Cat, Mikal, and Josh Hart or something like that, and you get Giannis and Drew back, the Knicks should be, well, I don't know, because when can Giannis play again with the cap situation for this season? But
he self-diagnosed that he's out 4 to 6 weeks.
Oh, did he?
Right, yeah, it was a self-diagnosis.
Okay, well, let's say that team can be healthy by the end of March, right? That team in the East should take care of business. You know what I'm saying? That team should take care of business. I feel like when you got Cat on the floor with Jalen Brunson, we're okay with losing Cat for a second or two in that 24-second shot clock. We're okay with losing Cat for a second. We could check down. Okay, watch big fella in the corner, whatever. Watch him. He's diving to the rim. Okay, somebody bump him, whatever. No big deal, right? We can lose him for 4 to 6 seconds of the shot clock. You can't lose Giannis. You know what I'm saying? You can't lose Giannis. That's opening up more stuff for the killer that you got in Jalen Brunson. You know what I mean? When Giannis dives to the rim, we got to suck down. When Giannis sets an off-ball pick or a pick on Jalen Brunson, we gotta you know what I'm saying? We gotta react to that. But the other thing too is if Giannis is off ball.
Sure.
And something there's other action going on ball with Jalen Brunson and OG Anunoby or somebody over here, Mitchell Robinson diving to the rim or whatever. We're on that, but on this weak side, we got Giannis diving to the rim. We got Giannis in the short corner, and Drew Holiday's out here now too. So we got another point guard, another guy that knows what he's doing with the basketball. It's that team is way better than this team. If you take Cat, Mikal, and Josh Hart off the team and add Giannis and Drew, that team just got so much better.
Actually, you're more comfortable losing Cat in the offense for 3 or 4 seconds, even if he's at the long ball line, or even if he's, to your point, diving to the rim. You're more comfortable losing him in the offense than you are Giannis.
First, I hope he's diving to the rim. Yeah, but secondly, if it is out there at the 3-point line, we'll get there. You know what I'm saying? Rotate, we'll get there. And I mean, I know Cat's the best shooter we've ever seen from a 5-man or a 4, whatever he said. We'll be okay.
Yo, I want to see how far you guys.
Really quickly, Ron. I'm in the minority here, guys. I'm really worried about this calf injury, man. I don't think y'all do just talking about this enough. I am worried about this thing. I think this thing is a lot worse than you guys are letting on. I do, and I'm really worried about it. I am. I'm the one in the family that's, y'all ain't tripping on that drip that's in the sink in the bathroom. And I'm like, yo, we got to fix this because this is going to be a problem. And I think this calf injury is a lot worse than you guys are letting on. You guys think that this thing is just some day-to-day shit or something that's just weeks. I think this thing is a lot worse, man, and I'm really worried about it. I am.
That's a fair point. I'm not going to act like that's not a concern.
I want to see how far you guys are willing to take it yet again for the New York Knicks. Cat and OG Anunoby for Giannis and Drew.
Cat and Mikal.
Yeah.
So you wouldn't do Cat and OG Anunoby for Giannis and Drew?
Mikal and Josh Hart are right there. What are we getting rid of OG for?
I'm asking you if this is the trade. If they're saying we want Cat and OG Anunoby have to be in it, but you get Giannis and Drew, do you say yes to that?
I mean, I guess you probably have to, right?
I mean, you have to. Yeah, you have to. You would prefer not to give up OG. Like, absolutely would prefer to keep him for sure. But I mean if you can get Drew back, I mean,
they got to be careful about losing too much depth, in my opinion, man. Even Cat, Mikal, and Josh Hart, it's a lot of their core going. I mean, you do it for Giannis, but they got to get some players back, man. That at least gonna make up some of that.
We're getting Thanasis.
You for sure get Thanasis.
You get Thanasis and Drew back, right?
You for sure getting him back.
Yeah, well, we've talked about a lot of Giannis locations. We've talked about him going to the Spurs. We've talked about OKC. We talked about Atlanta earlier this year. That's probably wouldn't happen at this point, but potentially. We've talked about who was the other team that we talked about out east for Giannis? Oh, the Miami Heat. So we talked about a lot of Giannis locations. Is there any other team, though, not for Giannis, just in general, that you guys would like to talk about that needs to desperately make a move today?
Yes,
Ox, you better not. You better not, Ox.
Well, I don't know what you think I'm going to say, but I brought this up already. I just want to reiterate it. Hopefully, Lawrence Frank is listening.
Okay,
you know
all right. Because I thought you was about to say something else.
My one son is willing to give my other son his shoes for the day. Malik Monk and Keon Ellis. First thing smoking to Inglewood. Let's make it happen. Let's make it happen.
That is a power move for them.
The Clippers need the services of Malik Monk and Keon Ellis desperately. Let's get it done. Let's get it done.
You over here willing to trade good players off your team, to help Kawhi of Leonard. Like, you have no shame.
Ox is like, we ain't doing shit.
What would I be saying for?
No shame. These are actual good players on your team. Actual good players on your team. If y'all got a star player or something, these will be pieces you want playing next to that player.
What star player for who?
I don't know. You still have Hall of Famer Russell Westbrook.
Okay. Right? Anyways, like I was saying, I love basketball far more than any franchise. There's no franchise, no team.
No, you love Kawhi more than any other franchise.
Do I love Kawhi Leonard more than what? Than the franchise of the Clippers? For sure. No, absolutely not. But that's not the point. The point is that Kawhi Leonard is on the Kawhi Leonard, James Harden, in those Los Angeles Clippers are on a run right now. And I just don't know I don't know how long it could last. I don't know what they need to get over the hump. I also know that the Sacramento Kings play basketball without Domantas Sabonis for 30 games. There's no coming back from this. We're cooked. Why? You know what I'm saying? Why hold on?
You're
to
cooked
Malik
for this year, but like you have other. It's not like you're gonna be hurt for forever.
Okay, we'll climb that mountain when we get there. When we
cooked for
back,
this year.
Like when we.
What about the last 30 years?
This is my thing. I'm not just gonna sit around. I'm just not gonna sit around and just be like, oh well, just hang on tight. Like, nah, man. Hey, Kawhi needs your services right now, man. Let's get this done.
This is crazy. Yeah, that's a great question in the chat culture. How much help does this nigga need? Oh my goodness!
Who is he playing with?
Bro,
who is he playing with?
Everybody already thought the Clippers was going to be good.
Don't act naive like Derrick Jones. Like Derrick Jones Jr. has been healthy. Don't act like Bradley Beal didn't break his hip. This team is not the team we thought there was going to be at the beginning of the season.
Breaking his hip sound crazy as hell.
Even though it's a fact. He's playing with Kobe Sanders.
Hold on, Kobe was eyed last night.
Kobe been
Don't do that.
exactly. We
Kobe was eyed last night.
No. Kobe Sanders.
And Jordan Miller been hooping too.
Kobe.
They've been hooping, man.
They've been hooping. You better complain.
So you think they're winning because Kawhi? You think it's all just Kawhi? No.
It's about 90% Kawhi. Yeah. Well, no, it's about 75% Kawhi because James Harden doing this thing too. But look, what I'm saying is Kobe Sanders has had 4 good games this season. Y'all want me to act like he wanted him? Man, get Malik and Keon down there.
Can I go into my
Ron, that's
bag,
my point.
Mars? Can I go into my conspiracy bag? Because it's not a coincidence. Because I don't believe in coincidences. It's not a coincidence that when Chris Paul left, the plane got off the ground and it started flying a little bit higher.
Y'all was talking about Chris Paul like he was going to do something.
All of a sudden, there's some ascension going on. There's some ascension on this group. That's all I'm thinking. I'm thinking, wait a minute. We had problems previous. We got Chris Paul off the crew. Now they've won 15 of their last 18 games, and the Clippers look like a real they look like a real playoff team. Since you on the subject of that, Ox, I'm just saying that's what it looked like.
You know what, Chill? I had a dream about this a couple nights ago. That's what happened. I dreamt this, and you know what's the crazy part about this, Chill, is that we actually had to take Chris Paul. We had to take Chris Paul's contract to come off of Malik and Keon in the dream I had. And and I did it gladly too.
I'll take that.
Run that.
I'll take that.
Come on, Chris. Come on, Chris. Come kick it up here in Sacktail. You'll love it. Hell yeah, I did.
Yeah.
Goddamn right I did. Come on, Chris. No, I think it might have been Bradley Beal. But he can't play. He said, man, damn that hit, man. Come kick it. Be good. Take Keon and
you'll take people that can't play just to help Kawhi later. But I
would take Chris Paul and Bradley Beal and nothing else.
You saying about Bradley Beal breaking his hip, though, Ox? That sounds wild as hell. Even though it's a fact. I mean, breaking your hip. How the fuck you break your hip? Who breaks their hip? Old people. Those people who break their hips.
When they
that sounds wild as hell.
And then Derrick Jones Jr. he hasn't played but 4 games this season?
He had some bad luck because he had came back and then I remember that play. I think he slipped or something and then his knee buckled or went inward or whatever. I hope he can be all right because he is a good quality role player for sure. Somebody you definitely want in your rotation can play.
I definitely had that dream though, real talk. I dreamt about this a couple of nights.
I know you dream about helping Kawhi. That's how obsessed you are.
Crazy.
It's crazy. That's a little overboard. Well, all right. I just really love basketball.
All right, fellas. We'll circle back around and talk more about you guys' dreams and nightmares. Also, we are not done talking about which teams need to desperately make trades. We'll circle back around. I want to hear from Damien. I want to hear from Real Talk. I want to hear from Chill. I want to hear from Mars. And I want to hear these super chats. Who you guys believe really needs to make a move with the trade deadline being just a week away, February 5th. We are at that time of the year. The most exciting time of the NBA season, to me, is trade deadline. So we would be seeing some fireworks here very soon, but we're going to talk about what we potentially may see just in a little bit. But as of right now, you guys make sure you like the video, make sure you subscribe, and make sure ultimately above everything that you do today, you download the Splash Sports app. I don't care if your car needs to be washed. You download the Splash Sports app before you do that. I don't care if your baby need new shoes. You download the Splash Sports app before you do that. I don't care if you are hungry and haven't ate for 3 straight days. You download the Splash Sports app before you do anything. Why? Because you can use the Splash Sports app to make a nice little splash in your bank account. Now, it's very simple. You make picks and you choose between 2 to 6 players in the sports that you like. That could be NFL. That could be MLB. That could be the NBA. It could be NCAA. However, you choose 2 to 6 players and you simply choose more or you choose less on their daily player projections. So, for instance, there's a guy named Jamal Murray running around in Denver. Swiper will probably come up here And if his points was 24.5, he will probably take more. But you see, a guy like me, I see through the gimmick. I see through the glazing. And I know when a less is going to be less. So like last night, I would have went less on Jamal's 24.5. And well, he scored 24 points, and we would have took home the cold, hard splash cash. You could download the Splash Sports app by scanning this QR code on the screen or clicking the link in the bio. And while you're there, you got to join our NBA Point Streak Survivor. This is very simple, and it's very fun. And it puts your basketball knowledge to the test. You choose one player every single night that you believe will score 20 or more points. And the person that lasts the longest wins. But here's the catch. If the player that you choose scores less than 20, you're out of there. But there's also another catch. When you choose one player, you can't choose them again. So you got to be strategic. You got to look at the matchups, and you got to know who on any given night could potentially be a Lester. However, y'all, we're going to go ahead and jump into our quick picks right now. We got some money to make. We got some bills to pay. So let's go ahead and make it happen. Who are we rocking with tonight?
Let's hear it. There's Donovan Mitchell right here, Chill. In Cleveland.
That's it.
Yeah, we in Cleveland.
Well, no. Scotty Barnes will be locking that up, right?
What?
Huh?
They're playing
Scotty
the Lakers.
Barnes.
Scotty Barnes going to play for the Lakers?
Oh, my bad. I'm thinking about Jalen Brunson. My bad.
Yeah, look at you.
Yeah, they playing the Lakers.
Look at
Calm down, bro.
Andrew Nemhard. Is Andrew Nemhard on here? He's getting busy.
Hey, Ox. I was wondering, Mr. Ox. I was wondering if I could take a look at that Anthony Edwards line. He's in Utah tonight. Is he available to play?
Game time decision. You want to take it anyway?
Game time decision. You know what? I'm going to step off Ant. I'm not really loving that. How about I take a look at that Kevin Durant line? I got San Antonio in town. What is that? What does KD look like tonight?
Oh, great game.
Not this, Kevin.
Don't KD be getting clamped against San Antonio?
Am I tripping?
That's when
he was a Lester last time they played San Antonio, but he did play good defense though. But I got two on him last time they played San Antonio.
So they're giving me 2.5 threes made. I'm gonna take the more on that one. I think KD gonna give me more than 2.5 threes. More than 2.5 threes. So I'm gonna take the more on KD with the long ball.
KD threes, brave man.
You just took turnovers, Ox.
Yeah, Ox just took turnovers.
Oh.
Yes, you did.
I mean, that's
actually
cool.
that might be
that's
the
cool too. That's cool.
So if the bag get tricked, just know that I did not pick that. I did not.
All right. My bad. That was really an accident, though. Thanks, Morris. My bad.
So we clear.
Kept it. Where's it at? Oh, right here. Okay. Got you. My bad, y'all. All right. I fixed it, though, y'all.
Ox, can you type in Wemby?
Wemby. Victor?
Hey, I know a guy, when I see one, that wants his lick back and his get back. Remember last time y'all was running up your victory lapping, talking about Kevin Durant was locking him and all of that? Please give me the more on that points. What is that, 22.5?
23.
23.5? They could have gave me 33.5. I'm taking the more. He's about to fry them tonight.
No, facts. 1,000%.
Who else wants to jump in here, y'all? Come on, let's make it happen.
I'll jump in. If you're talking about just somebody, I ain't got to look at Luka Moore. It doesn't even matter. I don't care what the line is, just more.
Yeah.
Because my boy is back. Huh? We back in the top 4, baby.
Here
we back in the top 4.
Mars, Damien.
What's Andrew Nemhard's line? He was giving the Thunder work the other night, and they got Chicago coming in, so I feel okay about this.
We got 16.5 points. We got 11.5 assists and rebounds. 24.5 points in the 6.
1.5 threes. I like that. 2 threes.
I'm with that one. I'm trying to go 7 for 7 now.
He gonna shoot about 6 of them, 5 or 6.
Yeah,
won't
Damien,
take them
that's
all.
what you want.
Mm-hmm.
Mars, you taking part today?
I need a role player. I need that.
Let's do it.
Furphy's been hitting.
Nah, we've already gone with Furphy once. We 1-for-1 with Johnny Furphy.
First.
Look, they've upped him now to 6.5. See, they know. Demon.
Here's a role player, Derek White.
That's all NBA second team.
Oh yeah, my bad.
Point Demons at
Hauser.
it's too many points.
Scotty Barnes is another role player.
That's defensive player of the year.
You know,
right there.
ball. Defensive player of the years can be role players.
They can be. He ain't though.
Look at
He
Landry
is.
Shamet.
Ooh, Landry Shamet against Toronto.
Uh-huh.
Landry gonna give me 2 threes tonight. Yeah, Landry gonna give me 2 threes tonight. Yeah, let me.
You taking that, Moss?
Right.
Javonte Green ain't let me down yesterday.
There we have it.
Although someone wanted me to take Mo Gay. What's Mo Gay's line?
Okay, let me
Sorry.
see.
They've been telling me all week to take Mo Gay.
I just saw him, I thought. How
Is
you
there any
feeling
basis
last night?
behind that?
How you
Because they know
feeling?
you like Mo Gay, Mars. Like they.
Oh no,
is there any
they know I be
substance behind
hitting.
that?
I think they just hoping that I can get Mo Gay to have a good game. Because you know
Spells that
I'm
like
so amazing at this. Gueye.
Gueye.
Damn, my demon.
No,
Oh
made it
well,
yet.
it's over. Okay, we'll live with Landry Shamet then.
Let's see. Well, Wednesdays, 50% boost. Okay, let's do it. Well, Wednesday.
Yeah, we'll take it. We'll take it. We're going to grab the Well Wednesday. That's how we rocking today. You guys make sure to get on the Splash Sports app. Make sure that you grab your Well Wednesday player boost and make sure you go make some money, just like we about to do. All right, we do got some super chats, so let's dive into these super chats and see what the people got to say about what we got to say. Also, you guys know the drill. Shout out to everybody on Twitter. Retweet the video. Shout out to everybody that's watching us on YouTube. Like, subscribe, become a member, and then go follow us on TikTok as well. The first super chat that I got is from Tupac Westside. Tupac said, crazy, none of these teams have made any trades minus the Atlanta Hawks. Also, I hear that Rui's fully bought into coming off the bench. 6th man of the year. Stay warm, fellas.
There is already a 6th man of the year. He's in Miami. His name is Jaime Jaquez. He's been doing it all year.
Has he been playing recently?
Jaime Jaquez?
I know he had dealt with the injury. He's been playing lately.
He just played a couple of nights ago. And they play Orlando tonight. So
what do he have? How many points?
Couple of I'll tell you right now. Hang on for 1 second, real talk, because
I know Rui coming off that bench flame throwing right now.
Okay,
Rui might have played too many games as a starter though.
Yeah, I'll get to that right now, real talk, because I just the game recently that they just had. He let's see here. Jaquez came
Phoenix when he had like 20.
That's the game in Phoenix, Malls. Yes. Yeah, he came off the bench. That was just what's today? Today is Wednesday. That was just I want to say
Monday,
Sunday.
maybe.
Yeah, Sunday on Monday. Yeah, he came off the bench and had 20.
I mean, Rui
not
just went with what, like 8 for 9 from the field and playing. Hey, shout out to Rui, bro. I ain't gonna lie. Yeah, football breakdown. I agree. I'm loving off the bench Rui. I ain't gonna lie. Hit some shots, playing a little defense. You know what I'm saying? That's all we need to do, buddy. Go out there and make your shots.
Man.
Fully bought into being a rotation guy. All right, I could get with
Increase
that.
that trade value, or
I mean, maybe we shall see. You know,
just give it a couple weeks. He's gonna have one game where he goes 1 for 7 from 3, and he's a
trade him.
Again.
Get him out of
Oh
here.
my God, we Rui
get Rui out of here. He sucks.
For me, the one thing I've always said about Rui is Rui makes shots. I will say I've always said that. The one thing I don't criticize Rui about is shooting. So he can have a bad shooting game because he's Rui. He'll bounce back and have a great one.
I wouldn't be surprised if the Lakers shored up their athletic deficiencies. I think that's something that they probably need to look at during the trade line. Can we get some dudes around here that run fast and jump high? Can we do that? Because we ain't got nearly as many of them dudes. Yes. Can we get some of them dudes around here? Because like I said before, real talk, Houston got a bunch of them dudes. Oklahoma City got a bunch of them dudes. San Antonio got a bunch of them dudes. And if we got to run up on these dudes in the playoffs, they're gonna run our asses right out of here.
Mm-hmm.
So
I
think
agree.
they will.
That's why Vando been playing, because Vando's a 6'9" NBA athlete.
yeah.
So you can keep up out there with them dudes. He can play defense, apply a lot of ball pressure, rebound. And surprisingly enough, this year he can hit a corner three a little bit. So shout out
Mars,
to
you might be over Vando more than you over Kuzma. And you definitely over Kuzma. You might be over Vando more.
Who better? Yeah, who better?
Vando is better than Kuzma.
Goodness gracious, Kyle. This guy's that bad?
That's where we at.
God.
Mars, is that where we are? What are we doing,
Well, I
Mars?
didn't know I was over Vando. I just said he sucks on offense. But...
Sounds like you're over him. Get Vando off the floor.
At least he does something.
He needs to play for the Lakers, but that's because they suck. But Vando cool. I ain't got a problem with Vando. He just can't do anything on one side of the ball, but it's better than someone who's bad on both.
Interesting.
Wowzers.
Stars Cream 11203. Stars Cream said, here's the question that Knicks fans can't answer. Why is Portland giving up 3 firsts for Bridges to help New York get Giannis? That trade makes 0 sense the way Bridges has been performing this season.
I don't think he's been bad this year. I think he's actually been good. I don't think
that's facts. Portland gonna need to be compensated. Yeah.
I don't think he's been bad. But I can tell you what I'm not doing, real talk. I gave up 5 1s for Bridges. Your ass ain't going nowhere. How about that?
Yeah, they're all in, unfortunately. Unless it is.
Yeah, but if you trade Mikal for Giannis, then you basically gave up 5 firsts for Giannis.
Yeah, if you do, that's all. Yeah, that's what I'm
fair.
saying.
That's fair too.
For Giannis. But anybody else, like, it's got to be that though. If we giving them Mikal, it's got to be for Yoke, Giannis. It's got to be one of them, because.
Or you could just accept you're overpaid and get off of them instead of holding on to them and expecting your equal
I still
value.
feel like, but I feel
That's
like
it's just a sunk cost at that point. You're just keeping them because you know you're not going to get what you paid for, but you don't even want them like that. Just
or I'm keeping or
accept the loss.
Now, okay, so there's 2 sides to that. So there's 2 sides to that, Mars. If I'm coming off of him to get Giannis 100%, right? I'm definitely doing that. Sure, I get that part. However, if I'm not getting something substantial, I gave up 5 1s for him. So if I'm not getting something substantial, we got to work this out, man. We do. We have to work this out where you got to get better. And you got to
just accept your losses. Sometimes you make bad deals. No point just holding on to it because you don't want to lose the money you paid.
Magic overpaid Desmond Bane too.
This is probably who he
their
is.
5 1s was different. That's really like they gave up like 2 1s to get off of KCP and then gave up 3 more ones to get Desmond Bane. That's kind of how I view that because KCP just sucked. So you probably had to attach picks to get off of him. And then you had to add more picks to actually get Desmond Bane. I don't know if that's how I actually went, but that's how I view it.
DSG Piccolo. See, Portland's not having this. DSG Piccolo said, I'm sick and tired of these motherfucking I'm sick and tired of these motherfuckers missing free throws. Do they practice them? Need to stick them on their hands, or they need stick them on their hands because all they do is turn it over. Wasted a shade and 30 ball. Giannis holding up the trades. I need a shooter.
Yeah, they lost to the Wizards. That's tough.
Yeah.
And Alex Saul looked like a real rim protector last night. Yes, he did. Alex Saul looked like I stuck my head in there and checked that game out a little bit. I didn't watch a lot of it, but I did stick my head in there. And Alex Saul looked like he was.
Why didn't you watch a lot of it, Chill?
Why?
Yeah, why?
Because Washington isn't very good, and I'm really not that.
Did you watch it, Ox? Did you watch it, Real Talk?
Which game?
All summer, all I was hearing is, "Oh man, Portland's coming. This is going to be Portland's year." Whoa, Portland in the playoffs. They're taking a jump. They're taking a leap.
Ron, tell everybody here. This is why I'm boxing you when I see you. Ron, can you tell everybody here what happened earlier in the season when we talked about the Portland Trailblazers? What I said about them, Ron. Do you remember what I said about them? Tell everybody here what I said about that.
Earlier in the season or all last summer?
Before the season starts. Like, it's September. What am I talking about with the Portland Trailblazers, Ron?
I see Portland making the playoffs.
How are they getting into the playoffs, Ron?
What do you mean? By their defense?
No, not just by their defense. I said that they were going to play their way into the playoffs. I said that they were going to be a play-in team and they were going to play their way into the playoffs. Did I not say that to you, Ron? Yes or no?
Chill, we both said that, and Ron is going to owe us both some money.
That's a yes or no question. It's a very direct question, Ron. It is not involved an elaborate answer. It is a yes or no question, Ron. Did I not say that I seen them on the top half of the play-in, and I think that they're going to play their way into the playoffs? Did I not say that to you, Ron?
They're in the bottom half of the play-in.
Okay, they're in the bottom half.
And the Clippers are on their ass like dirt.
100%. Yes, they are.
The Clippers not the team. The Golden State finna fall off.
That's who we after.
That's who finna fall off.
The Clippers will jump both of them. The Blazers,
that's what I'm saying.
9-10 seed at best anyway. But none of this matters. Skylar Bissier is back in the NBA, man. All this stuff. Yeah. Skylar Bissier is back in the NBA, man. Shout out to him. The Wizards.
What is he doing here?
Yeah, the Wizards picked him up. They know real hoops. They heard me say Coach Cal ruined him. They're gonna give him his next chance. That all-star potential gonna be shown. That's what's gonna happen. Yeah.
Atlanta should have taken Saw, man.
Yeah, that's what it's Demon Scout.
Oh, instead of Risha, sir?
Mm-hmm.
Definitely.
Passing on.
You would take Alex Sara over Kevin Durant?
Great. Yes.
Kevin Durant.
Yes.
Yeah,
yes, Mars. Yes, Mars. Yes.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
According to
Kevin Durant.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
According to some.
His comp was Kevin Durant.
According to some. Yeah.
What did you see when you saw him, Mars?
I didn't see no damn Kevin Durant.
I mean, I saw a role play. I don't really compare him to anyone. He was he was the most mid of all time to me. It was just he's whatever. Yeah, I make threes and I'm decently athletic and can guard some positions. Like that's really what it was. He's just cool. Like he was just gonna have a decent career of just being Yeah, he's just like he was in. Like, that's all I thought about him the whole draft cycle. Just no real star upsides. I think everyone knew that when they drafted him. Can shoot in theory, can run the floor well in transition, and then would be able to like become a good defender who can guard multiple positions, like a worse Jabari Smith. Like that's kind of what I viewed him as.
Ron, long as the Blazers are in the play-in, just know there's no victory lapping on that for you.
Hey, real talk. I'm okay losing that.
Real talk had them as a top 6 seed, by the way.
Hey, the point still.
I bet Ron the play-in.
I'm just letting you know you did have them as a top 6 seed.
If that's cool, the point still remains that this
team. We've all been wrong before.
This team is garbage.
Many times, yeah.
No, they're not.
Chill. They are garbage. They are not. They are.
They're not
trying to cap for. They're not
trash. No, Ron. Washington is garbage, Ron. Washington is trash.
Garbage, yeah.
Sacramento is garbage. That's who's garbage. Indiana is garbage.
Trailblazers are not garbage.
Whatever mid is, they're the level.
Yeah,
they might not
below
be
average.
Below average is not the same as garbage.
All right.
I mean, we can also just talk about it without just throwing labels on teams, calling them garbage or whatnot. Like
talk to your man.
The Portland Trailblazers were looking really, really, really good. Drew Holiday and Jeremy Grant missed quite a few games, and that really put them in the dirt.
When Drew playing, they a really good team, bro.
They've been getting. Did Drew play last night?
Ron, but what I'm saying,
did Drew play last night?
But hold on, though, Ron. You, I think you can still, if you still feel like they're not a very good team, that's fine. But we can say that those maybe 3-4 weeks ago, and then that gap of time that Drew and Jeremy missed, I think that really impacted their basketball team. They were doing really good before those dudes went out.
So with Drew,
what are the Wizards?
They're below average.
Demon Scoot still hasn't played, man. This ain't even the full Blazers.
The Wizards are garbage, right?
Yeah.
Drew played last night. Jeremy played last night.
A bad team.
I know.
I hate when there's an 82 game. I hate this argument every time I hear it. Bad teams can beat bad teams.
That's not the argument that I'm making, though.
That is
because
the argument.
They haven't just lost to Washington. They've been getting their ass kicked all season. They've been losing all
below
season.
500. They're slightly below 500.
Factually
Okay,
not
they've
true.
been losing more than they've been winning. They've been
Factually not
losing
true.
all
Yeah, we just
No,
said they're below average. What you
This
want?
is a team. And when I said that, I got pushback. I'm saying like I don't think that Real Talk just said how good he thinks they are. Like I don't think
2 minutes ago, did we not just all agree they're below average?
Yes. Not
So
with
what are
Ron.
you
Ron
talking
thinks they're
about?
garbage. And by the way, Ron, they've lost.
Actually,
Drew Holiday was out of the lineup for 27
Okay,
games.
Real
Ron.
Talk's the only one, I guess.
I didn't have them
Real
making
Talk's
the
the only one who
playoffs,
doesn't think they're below average. Everyone else thinks they're below average.
I think they're around average, below average.
27 games, Ron, he's missed. And of those 27 games, I mean, if he's playing, I think they win more. I definitely think that they win more if he's playing.
They're
And
competitive.
Drew
when
Holiday
they
up there. He's stealing Caleb Love's minutes. That's what he over there doing.
The team that stole my Trailblazers spot, because like Trailblazers being top 6 was my like hot take for the season, but that team has been Phoenix. I don't really think anybody from before the season had Phoenix
I know for a fact I did.
as a top 6 seed. So
Yeah, I definitely.
I knew one of those.
I thought playing at best was where they
Yeah.
were like 10 seed. I was like, oh, maybe.
There's always a surprise team. I thought it would be the Blazers. It's been Phoenix. So shout out to Phoenix.
And vice
They're gonna
versa,
do this
like
with no
Dallas as
All-Stars
well.
too, so shout out to them.
Yeah,
We thought
no
Dallas was gonna
All-Stars.
be good.
Yeah, I knew Dallas was
All right.
I know.
Speaking of that game last night, the next super chat that I got is from Jordan Reed. Jordan said, shout out to my boy Alex Sarr last night, putting up 29 points and 12 assists with 6 blocks as the Wizards beat the Trailblazers last night.
He shot like 30 shots. He was getting them.
But he has gotten better this year. He has gotten
Yeah,
better.
no, he was still good. Like, I'm not, that wasn't no. It was like, yeah, he emptying the clip. So
Or
shit, Alex
score.
Sarr.
And in order to score, you got to shoot the ball.
I ain't watched the full game. I'm not gonna pretend I did. I saw
didn't
parts
either.
of it. I saw parts of it. But
Mm.
no, Alex Sarr's having a really good second year. Really good second year.
Shout out to Alex, man.
Shout out,
No
Mr.
problem.
Sarr. The Jonathan Frazier with the super chat saying 5 months ago, I ain't know if he'd play. Now he's all-star worthy. Nothing but love for Joel Embiid. Super happy for him. Demon home for good. They ain't believing us.
So when we get to the when we get to Ron, when we get to the All-Star reserves, yeah, we're gonna have a conversation about that.
Tomorrow too. We'll do the All-Star reserves tomorrow.
Mhm.
But this is a good point to park, set up shop, and talk about Doc Rivers' comments about Joel Embiid. Mars, what exactly did he say? Or can you paraphrase it?
He said Joel Embiid is the most talented player he's ever coached. I thought that was interesting.
Interesting. Why, Mars?
Because of the players Doc Rivers has coached. Not to mention one of the people in that conversation he's actively coaching right now. But that part, yeah. Also, coincidental timing that now he's willing to leave the team. Just interesting. But no, I think just the players in which Doc Rivers has coached, for him to outwardly say it, it wasn't even like he was really like, no one asked him, oh, who's the most talented player you ever coached? He just volunteered that information.
Yeah.
So I think him saying that when he's coached Tracy McGrady, Paul Pierce, Kevin Garnett, Ray Allen, Rondo, Chris Paul, Blake Griffin, Kawhi Leonard, Paul George, James Harden, Damian Lillard, Giannis. Am I forgetting anyone?
Nope, you're not. That's everybody.
Like that list of names, he's coached all of them,
Mhm.
and he just said Joel Embiid is the most talented player he's ever coached. I thought that was interesting.
You know what, Ox? I'm leaving, and you know what? You ain't really that fine anyway. You know, I was messing with better chicks than you, so I'm good. It's probably time for me to step on, because that's basically what he's saying about Giannis and about Damian Lillard and about Kawhi Leonard. That's basically what he's saying about all of them dudes. You know, Joel Embiid, he's the best. He's the most talented player. Now, here's the thing that we have to. So we clear Mars. What constitutes you being more talented? Because there's a difference between being more talented and being a better player. What constitutes you being more talented? I think it's your natural raw ability to be able to do things just off the strength of you being able to do them. I'm just more talented than you as a ball handler. I'm more talented than you as a shooter. I'm more talented than you just at the game of basketball all the way around, as a rebounder, as a passer. I just have more talent than you without working on it. Like there's people who've developed those things and they weren't as talented. Joel Embiid, to say that he is the most talented of all of these guys, essentially what you're saying is none of these guys that I coached, Kevin Garnett, Tracy McGrady, none of them had the raw ability that Joel Embiid had. None of you dudes did.
I think that's an important distinction, though, Chill. Like I was thinking about that when he said it, because there's a difference in professional sports and especially in the NBA. There's a difference between talent and skill. Like talent is innate; it's like a God-given ability, whereas skill is more craftsmanship. Yes, they blend into each other, but when we say statements like "you can't teach what he has," that's talent.
Mm-hmm.
You know, skill can be developed, whereas talent is like inherent potential. Whereas skill is sort of like learned competency. And it's that nature versus nurture argument where talent is sort of nature and skill can be nurture and developed over time. So we're not, I think you're right when he says that. He's just saying flat out when they roll out of bed, which guy can do what on a basketball court. And Embiid probably has the most talent he's ever seen just without even trying, man.
Because remember,
Go
ahead, I'm sorry, Ox.
My bad, excuse me. I don't know if it's true or false. You know what I'm saying? I have no idea if Joel Embiid is the most talented player he's ever coached. You know, he wouldn't know. He's been around him, right? But the thing is, and I think what Eddie, I was listening to Eddie Johnson talk about this, and he was kind of in a roundabout way saying Doc Rivers is just petty. Like he's just a petty dude. Like this is just one of those things where usually when he leaves a situation, there's usually a lot of turmoil between him and the stars on that basketball team. And that he thinks maybe Doc Rivers said this because he's disgruntled with Giannis, or he's upset with Giannis, knowing that he's about to be on his way out. So, because the thing about it is, if you're coaching a guy like Giannis Antetokounmpo and you expect to be coaching this dude for a little while, there's no reason you would say something like this. I'm saying you don't like it's just kind of like that's just a part of just knowing who you're coaching and just being a professional. Like that's just a stupid thing to say.
But I think
it's unnecessary.
Real talk about it.
I just back to like what Damon was saying though. I think that capacity for skill to me is still talent, right? I think that I can go to a gym and shoot 1,000 shots a day. I'm still never going to shoot like Steph Curry, right?
Don't doubt yourself, bro. Don't doubt yourself.
Yeah, no, right. Oh man, somebody can go to the gym and dribble all day long. They're never going to dribble like Kyrie Irving in the NBA. Like, I think that skill can still be talent based. Now, as far as the ranking of Doc Rivers players, as far as talent wise, to me, I would have Joel Embiid second. I'm obviously, I think everybody knows, I'm very high on Tracy McGrady. In peak versions of Tracy McGrady. I think that T-Mac, here's how I'm looking at this conversation. Tracy McGrady and Joel Embiid, if they're the absolute best versions of themselves, I think Tracy McGrady, oh boy, here's a take. I think Tracy McGrady would be in GOAT talks. Now, this is what I'm saying.
From a talent
I'm saying from 03 T-Mac, you talking about a wing that can handle the ball, shoot, play defense, play make, pass at 6'9", 6'10".
Talk about Big who can do that 7'1".
Real talk. You ain't saying nothing crazy. Real talk. You're not saying nothing crazy.
I don't think you're going far enough, personally.
No, because when I say he's the GOAT, I'm saying that archetype of player to me would put him in those kind of conversations, right? Whereas I see Joel Embiid, I think peak versions of Joel Embiid would be Hakeem Olajuwon that carried over the playoff scoring into the regular season. So also maybe another GOAT contender, by the way. These are two GOAT contending players. This is what I'm saying.
One guy, 6'9", can dribble, pass, shoot. The other guy, Hakeem.
Ball handling is very important. Sorry.
We got to remember that he got an older Kevin Garnett. So I want to start by saying that he got an older Kevin Garnett.
That's what I was.
Tracy McGrady is obviously the best player that Doc Rivers has ever coached.
So when he got T-Mac, this was in, I want to say in 2003, right? Well, I want to say 2003. So T-Mac was in year 6 when he got him. So he was turning into that, right? So when we're talking about talent, I think that's the part.
Turning into that.
Right.
bad.
So
That was the best he ever was.
well,
Yeah,
what
03 and 04, that's that.
Yeah, he was that. There was no.
That was
That's
hey,
them.
that's
That's them black and blue T-Mac 2s right there.
That's the best you was ever gonna get.
okay. So that Tracy McGrady. So he got the best version of Tracy McGrady.
Yeah.
Did he get the best version of Joel Embiid?
I don't
Pretty
know. I know
much.
it's better. I know that
pretty
version
much.
of T-Mac
Might
is
as
better
well,
than that
yeah.
version of Joel.
I mean, so, like accolade wise, he got his MVP. That was Doc Rivers was his coach. When
So
he
if we're doing that, like you just brought up real talk, Tracy McGrady, you just brought up Joel Embiid. I just got arguably the best player in the world when I got Leonard in 20. That was going on. That was a real conversation.
Tracy McGrady is more talented than Kawhi Leonard.
And this is what I'm talking about. This is what I mean. I'm talking about talent and what Kawhi Leonard was in terms of a talent in 2019, 2020, going into that season. Arguably the best mid-range shooter in the game. One-on-one game, money. Oh, one-on-one, and yes, Kyrie Irving, yes, he did exist. Yes, Kevin Durant did exist.
No,
Yes.
Mars
And don't let them lie to you, Chill. Chill, don't let them lie to you, Chill. He was
well, not
he
just
was-
that.
he was
Kevin Durant was
still-
clearly
he
a better
still
mid-range player than
Oh,
Kawhi.
He was
yeah,
still a hell of
Yeah.
a hell of a defender. Chill. Don't let them lie to you. He was still
Yeah,
a hell of a defender.
I'm just talking about from a talent standpoint. When Doc Rivers got him, ridiculous ball handler, right? I think that we're at the, even though he was broken, we're still at the height of Kawhi Leonard in terms of his talent. Is he more talented? Is Tracy McGrady at that point in his career in 03, 04 more talented than Kawhi Leonard in 20?
Talent, yes. Are we understand?
Kawhi Leonard's a
Do people
product.
not understand the talent that was Tracy
Kawhi Leonard's a
McGrady?
product.
I ain't talking about his game. I ain't talking about him as a player.
We talking about talent,
Yeah,
yes,
that's it. That's all we're
talent.
talking about.
Yes.
6'10",
My ability to handle.
40+
Respectfully,
can handle a ball
Kawhi's
like
not
a
in these
guard.
talks, Chill.
Could
Respectfully.
shoot.
I don't think T-Mac's more talented than
Chris-
Kevin Garnett, but like
Chris
this,
Paul
Was T-Mac
deserves to be in
even-
these talks more than Kawhi. Respectfully.
Well,
Respectfully.
I'm not going
Yo,
there.
Ron,
We're not
let
talking
me
about
see your
what- no,
desk, bro. You
we're not
drinking
talking
mimosas
about
this morning?
relax. I mean, maybe, but we're talking about talent. We're not talking about who's the better player.
No, we're just talking about
But here's also the thing too that I want to also say about this, because we've had this conversation multiple times, and a lot of things that get brought up in terms of, okay, talent is a skill. You have to work for skill and all of this, that, and the third. We wasn't with these niggas at 7 years old, 10 years old, 12 years old. We don't know how good. Yeah, we don't know how. Like to sit here and act like Steph is a natural born shooter, which I'm not saying he isn't. But let's also remember that
clearly-
Steph Curry. No, I'm not. I can't say
I
clearly
get what you're saying.
because Steph's been shooting thousands of shots since he was
has.
10, 11, 12 years old.
Sure.
Steph grew up in an NBA household. Steph grew up with all these amenities, shooting guns, trainers, his dad teaching him form shooting and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Kyrie Irving, the same thing too. Kyrie Irving said his dad used to take him to the park and they used to work out like crazy from a young age. Kyrie, I can't just say Kyrie's a natural born dribbler because he's even said this. I used to work on these things as a young age.
You don't wake up like Kyrie.
Right.
Even Kyrie.
It's talent plus immense hard work.
But
That's skill though. So that's what I'm saying. What is the difference between talent and skill? If
but the other side of it is
skill is talent developed. So like talent is like, I don't know how to explain it. If you put Kyrie on a basketball court and he'd never picked up a basketball, and then you put me on a basketball court, Kyrie would still be better than me because his
see, Mars, that's what I'm saying.
Level
I
is
can't
higher
say
than
that
mine.
though, Mars.
But okay, you can't say that.
We don't know.
I can confidently say that. People are more talented at things than other people. Like that's just the world.
Obvious.
But Mars,
like,
you might have been
there's-
good at basketball. If you would have picked up a basketball at 5 years old and you played basketball the same way you played soccer, we don't know.
Yeah,
But
but
Ron,
Ron, you're
Ron
making
still
you're
acting
making
like,
Rivers'
bro,
point.
Ron.
This is
You're
what
making Rivers' point,
this
though,
is the
because-
American dream of you can be wherever you want to be if you put your mind to it.
Not the American dream.
The
point-
reality
the
of
point
the
I'm-
situation is there's people who are better than you. Like that, the hard work beats talent when talent doesn't work hard. Yeah, that sounds cool. But at the end of the day, if this guy's just better than you, you don't need to work too hard. Like
no,
some people,
nah, but
some
that,
people are
but
just
see,
better. And I'm fine saying we don't know everyone's natural baseline level. We're not sticking to
we do
Joel
know.
Embiid at 6 years old.
How could we possibly? Chill?
Because we don't know.
We don't know how good these
But
dudes really are
what we
outside
do
of
know
it,
is
by
what that
working
talent manifested itself into. And for me, for Joel Embiid, the reason I'm comfortable saying Joel Embiid is so talented is go watch Joel Embiid and how quick he picks things up. And to me, that's a thing to look at when it comes to talent. If you can watch something and repeat it, and you can put that to memory and add that, that's talent to me. If you can develop things quickly, that's talent. Joel Embiid said he learned how to shoot by watching white guys shoot threes. Like, you think I could just go on YouTube, watch some guys shoot threes and learn and just start shooting well? No, but like
Mars,
being able to pick things up quickly is talent to me. And Joel Embiid is like the definition of he could pick things up when it came to ball. He started playing basketball late, so like that's another piece of evidence, I guess. He picked up basketball late. We've seen him in high school. We've seen some of the clips where he didn't know what he was doing because he didn't know how to play the sport. And then he goes to Kansas and he's the best prospect in the country. And then he's a number 3 pick. And then he doesn't play basketball for 2 years. He comes in on a minutes restriction as a rookie. He's one of the most productive bigs in the NBA on a minutes restriction as a rookie. He never has a full offseason because he's hurt every year. But yeah, he's still developing and refining his game and getting better. And I think that's because of how talented he is, how much he can put together and work on his game without having the luxuries of healthy off seasons to work on these things. Joel Embiid's rehabbing every summer and then comes back better. What is that if not talent? Like, I understand he's working hard. Right. I'm not denying that. Like, you can't improve without working hard. But that's quite obviously talent to me, at least. Like, he can improve at a rate that other people can't because he has a natural proficiency for basketball. He's naturally that gifted. That's my
it's like it's the example of it's the example like, and I don't know why Ron acting like this because you knew it was Ron. It's always been, I know this too. It's always people in the neighborhood, bruh. This nigga ain't never shot a basketball in his life, and he just show up to the park and he throwing it up there like that, and it's just going there. You like, bro, you should hoop. Oh, bro, you know I could be chilling for real. I be at the crib on the video game, eating and shitting all day. But bro, he's just talented. A random nigga to just go out there and do 3 backflips in a row like a professional gymnast, and you're like, nigga, you need to be doing something with this. You just at the crib, just this athletic. You know, we seeing Speed right now. This nigga Speed can do everything. It's talent. This nigga can go in the ring, all of a sudden out of the box. He can race professional goddamn track athletes. You don't think he trains? You don't think he trains?
I mean, he very obviously does.
He's just talking about it being natural.
And that's Ron's point. You don't know what's natural. My thing to real talk, to your point, we don't. We can't possibly. You can't possibly know that. Here's how I know that. Like, so Damien said a minute ago, when sometimes you say, oh, you can't teach that. Yep. A lot of times you can. A lot of stuff that we think, oh, you can't teach him how to just naturally rebound.
Do you guys not think talent exists?
And it is. And then I'm not.
What about multi-sport?
What I'm saying is, Mars, is that we can't just look at a guy do something at 27 years old and be like, oh yeah, that's just natural. You don't know. And then to real talk's point is, there's been a bunch of dudes that you can see come to the park. And there's 2 different types of dudes. There's the dudes that we walk out on the court, he just start jumping, windmill, boom, 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 jumping. Yeah. There's another dude over there, he just starts shooting from anywhere. And then we play, and them niggas suck.
Terrible, awful.
They don't know how to play the sport. That doesn't change that they're talented.
Right, they do have the talent. Nobody taught them how to play.
They're terrible.
Ops the counter.
Yeah, talent needs to be refined.
So is talent just dunking, dribbling, and shooting?
No, that's
is that what that is?
No, that's just the natural. That's just my natural ability, right? So when Ox, to counter your point, right? But we did see it because as good as Kawhi Leonard is, how much you love Kawhi Leonard and how good he is. Ox, do you remember what he was when he first came in?
When he first came,
we didn't know he was 26, 27 a game. We didn't know that.
Real talk, you should have seen him in high school. This nigga been nasty.
But here's the difference. Like, he wasn't a big-time scorer in college. No, he wasn't. He comes to the NBA, works on his skill, worked that talent.
Chill, he was cooking shit at San Diego State.
He averaged 14 a game in college. Stop the bullshit.
No,
he was cooking at San Diego State.
He wasn't lighting it up.
That even goes to my point, though.
To be fair, Joel,
he actually came to the. He actually came.
What Jamal Murray averaged 17 in college?
Right.
Well, that's
I
because he
mean,
wasn't
but
even the
those
best player
other
on the
players
team.
are playing.
Tyler
But
Ulis
don't compare that
It was
to.
Devin
They're
Booker
at
who wasn't
Kansas
the
and
point.
Kentucky or playing with
Yeah,
other
okay, so, but
five-star
who-
players. Like,
Who,
you know,
yeah, so, but I'm saying they had a squad. They had. Do you not remember that team at San Diego State?
it
They went to the
wasn't.
Final
And who
Four,
they was
didn't
playing
they?
against?
Who was
You
on
not
that
remember that?
Kansas team with
Going
Joel
to the
Embiid?
Elite
What's
Eight?
them? Who was over there?
You,
with
yeah,
them?
I agree with Darius on
that Tennessee had to come knock off in the. Come on, man, stop it. Anyways, go
Well,
ahead.
that's the
But
point.
hold on, no,
the point that
chill.
I was making.
Did you not
No, go
see
ahead, go ahead.
Kawhi
Finish
going
your
band for band with Jimmy Fredette?
The point that I'm making is when he came into the league, there
You
was
didn't see that
things
result?
when he came
But
into the
I'll go
league,
look at that.
there was things that he didn't have, and him working on his ball handling, him working on his jump shot. That stuff looked natural. Like it didn't look like it took long for him to pick that up, as opposed to other guys where this isn't something. Mars says this to me all the time about guys. You're just not gonna ever be able to shoot it. You're never gonna be a good ball handler. You look at Kawhi Leonard, that ain't something that he just worked on and just got nice at. He already
Yes,
had
it
that.
is.
No,
What?
He already, no,
Kawhi
he
is
already-
literally the
he-
definition
No.
of me working my way into being great.
But I
Chill, do you
already
understand?
had that.
Gilbert
Gilbert
Arenas-
Arenas,
and I
Gilbert
just
Arenas.
refined
I'm
it.
a step
I just
into the.
polished
No,
it.
he didn't already have that.
I already
he
had
worked
that
on
handle. I just polished it when I got to the league. I wasn't, don't get me wrong, Ron. I wasn't super nice with the peel. I wasn't super nice in the mid-range. I wasn't super nice as a scorer, but I could score the basketball. I had a natural talent to do that. Once I got to the league, I refined it and I polished it and I became elite at this stuff. But I already had that. So the same logic, Ox, goes to a lot of these guys that you talk about when you say we can never know. We saw Tracy McGrady when he showed up, what he had and what he turned into. We saw Kawhi Leonard, what he had and what he turned into. We saw Ray Allen. We saw Kevin Garnett as an 18-year-old high school kid, what he had and what he turned into. We saw all of this stuff from these guys and what it actually turned into as they moved forward.
Yep. I mean, there's very real examples. Like, to me, Kawhi Leonard is a product of skill acquisition over a long period of time after having some very elite athletic gifts as his baseline. But when Isaiah Thomas talks about where did LeBron's basketball IQ come from, because he never went to an esteemed high school and he never had a college career, that is natural God-given talent. There's a difference when Joel Embiid can play soccer, football, wherever you're from, until 11, 12, 13 years old, and then pick up a basketball and become the best prospect in a different sport. That is talent. There's a difference. So there's things that Tracy McGrady had talent-wise that Kawhi Leonard just didn't have inherently. Doesn't mean he can't be a better player than him, but when Doc Rivers is talking about talent, that's what he means. And I would go one step further to say Joel Embiid's actually one of the most talented players ever, not just that he coached. I think Joel Embiid is actually one of the most talented players ever. I put him in the category with Hakeem. Like, I really do. Like, he's the modern day Hakeem with the extended jump shot and all those different things. Like, Embiid really, like, if you really take all the players in a vacuum in NBA history, he is one of the most talented players of all time. Undeniably, in my eyes, anyway.
Ron, where's Dirk Nowitzki?
I think T-Mac
when it comes to a natural talent, where's Dirk Nowitzki, Ron? Like, when he first showed up, as opposed to what he became in terms of natural talent, where do you think Dirk Nowitzki is?
Chill. I'm really trying to stay away from the whole natural thing because, once again, these dudes work like maniacs. I don't think you guys understand how much time these guys put into the gym. I don't think you guys understand it's hours and hours and hours of practice per day. Sometimes 2 a day, sometimes 3 a days. Like, these dudes put in crazy work. For me to say, like, okay, I get it. Yes, we can say Steph Curry's a natural. I get it. He comes from a shooting family. I get it. It's easy to say that, oh, he just got that at birth. But you guys don't understand how much Steph Curry works on his game, how many shots he gets up, even the handle. It's a reason why Steph went to Davidson College and he played there for 3 years. Steph wasn't a 5-star prospect, 4-star. He wasn't even a 3-star. Like, Steph had to nickel and dime his way to becoming Steph Curry. It didn't just happen overnight. Steph is not a natural player, if you ask me. Steph is but I'm saying I can't. Real talk. I get the point that you're making. Some people do have higher floors, but these guys are at the top of the top when it comes to when we're talking about who they are as talents.
But this is what I'm saying. The reason why we know Steph is, in fact, it is the hard work. for sure. I think a lot of people up here do know like all of the time spent becoming a professional NBA
I don't think they
basketball
know.
player.
Like even me saying it doesn't. I don't.
No, I get what you're saying,
enough.
but what I'm saying, okay. But now, what? So then, what is the separator between a Kevin Durant and a Steph Curry as a shooter when we all know that KD's also a gym junkie?
What do you mean by what's the separator?
Like again, that
Why
still
is Steph a better shooter than KD?
When KD, we know KD's shooting 1,000 jump shots every day.
I think this
that's where it's talent. That's what I'm saying. Like, these people, let's not even compare them to like other people that don't work as hard, because that's what you're also bringing it to.
It's not always working hard. It's not always working hard. It's also working. It's also working right. You know what I'm saying? It's also working right.
Do you think LeBron doesn't work on free throws?
Right.
Why is LeBron never cracked 80% from the line?
Maybe he's not.
Oh, he
other shit to work on.
He 100% is.
Yes. Chill tells us all the time how Shaq was in the gym shooting free throw after free throw after free throw after free throw. Nigga couldn't shoot free throws.
Look at his arms. Look at his body. How you gonna shoot free throws with those type of biceps and triceps? It's just different.
He literally literally just said we was in the gym. He was going 8 for 10. He was going 9 for 10. It was cash. And then we get in front of 20,000 people. We get in front of 18,000 people. It's like the rim.
Maybe he had anxiety.
So he couldn't shoot free throws. He just couldn't shoot them in public.
My thing is, I think getting better. I think getting better at something is a talent. I think you're talented to get better. But also, too, I just wanted to let you know when the year Kawhi left his sophomore year, he averaged 16 and 11.
And
that's like Andre Roberson college numbers. I think that's important.
And also, let me just say this last thing, because please put this in there if y'all are, because that T-Mac clip was going to be crazy. They giving podcast mics to anybody now. They ban podcast equipment. What I mean,
real talk, you was spitting.
No. What I mean by GOAT talent, there are a plethora of players and people that have had GOAT level talent. Now, did they ever reach that ceiling? Obviously not. But when we are strictly talking about talent, just like your natural inherent things that you have physically, Tracy McGrady was somebody who is 6'10", born with I'm not saying just born with, but
he's 6'9", Mars. I seen him in real life.
I don't know why we keep adding height to Tracy McGrady.
Because when I see Tracy McGrady, when I saw Tracy McGrady just was it last night or something? He was standing there with Melo and Vince Carter. Melo is listed at 6'8". Tracy McGrady was at least an inch and a half taller than Carmelo. At least. So
that's just because as T-Mac's bad back has got to him, he's had to focus on his posture more, whereas Melo was more slumped. So T-Mac has to stand upright more.
6'8", 6'9", 6'10", same shit.
That's why I'm so high on AJ, by the way, because I think he just got some stuff. Yeah. He just got that natural baseline that he. But I think the clearest example, and I'm going to switch codes here because you guys do it sometimes. I think the clearest example for the football fans out there, I know we have some, the Messi versus Ronaldo debate to me is the clearest example of talent versus skill. And I'm not saying Ronaldo's not not talented, but his greatness was an accumulation of skill, a factor of how hard he worked. Whereas Messi was born just with gifts that Ronaldo would just never have, and that's okay. But I think that's the clearest definition. I don't know how much you guys are into that, but I think that's a very clear example of talent versus skill.
I'm taking skill over talent, either way. Just from
I'm not saying Ronaldo wasn't talented, by the way. People.
That's why I heard. I've already heard.
No.
From the definitions you guys are giving for skill and talent, I'm taking skill over talent every single day.
Yeah, give me. I'd rather have skilled talent than a little bit of talented skill. I know that kind of sounds oxymoronic. This is what I'm saying. Give me Steph Curry before Kyrie. I think that's like the best comp I can make with that statement.
What's the difference?
Give me a talent, an extreme talent that gets some skill before I get like a really skilled player with some talent. Kyrie to me is a really skilled player with some talent. Steph Curry is a really talented player that develops some skill along with talent.
Ron, what's the difference between talent and skill?
And for me, like I said, it's hard to quantify what's the difference between certain skills and label that as talent. So, like for me, talent is more so it's just the physical abilities, your height, your ability to run, how fluid you are, certain like really your.
I didn't know that. I didn't know that.
And mentally too.
You being
mentally
7
too.
feet tall, I didn't know that was a.
Oh, you can't.
But bro, you never.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
You never rolled up to like a court and like just some guys just they never picked up a basketball before and they just better than other guys.
Yeah, but like at that point, we're talking about.
I've never seen that
dudes
before.
at the park.
No.
Like we're talking about dudes at the park.
Yeah, but we're talking about what just talent means, and
I get what you guys are saying. Like, trust me, I get what you guys are saying. But now when we're talking about professionals that do this as a job, it's hard for me to quantify. Yeah,
so
but it's hard for me to quantify who's more talented. And I didn't see you guys in high school. I didn't see you guys in middle school. And on top of that, once again, some of these guys just outwork other guys. So I could say it's easy to say that Kyrie's more talented than everybody, but he works harder than everybody too. So like, which one is it? I just, you know what?
It could be both. Yes, it could.
It doesn't need to be one or the other. Like that's it. It doesn't like. I don't think saying someone's extremely talented diminishes the hard work, especially when like to get to this level, especially when we're talking about the great player, we're talking about the Joel Embiid's, the Tracy McGrady's. Like you're not getting to that level of talent alone. Like that's not possible. You can't be the best in the world at things strictly.
Everybody got that.
Like even to Damien's point about Messi and Ronaldo, like Messi's extremely talented, but you're not getting to the level he got to without hard work. So like we all understand that. We all understand skill development is a real thing. Training, working hard, the hours that are put in when no one's watching, all of that stuff is still real. But you can still see that there's things that this person can do that no matter how hard other people work, they won't be capable of doing that. Like using AJ as an example, some of the ability with AJ and like the stride length and the ability to get into the paint and then do things in the air that other people can't do. Like the fact that he can come to a stop of 2 feet and then he can stop at the free throw line, take one step, and he's at the rim. Like you can't teach other people to do that. You can tell people, hey, play off 2 feet so that you have optionality on which way you want to go, which fits your pivot foot. You can teach people that. You can't teach people once they come to a stop of 2 feet to then do what AJ does. You can't teach that ability. You can teach people what reads to make and pick and roll. You can teach people, okay, if the low man tags, skip past to the corner. You can teach people those types of things, but you can't teach them in the way that Jason Kidd could do it. You can't be like, look at Jason Kidd, go do it. You can't teach them to see the game the way Jason Kidd saw it. You can't do that because some people see the world, they see things differently to how we see it. And that's a talent, and that's fine. Like credit to them. Some people are really special human beings, and they can do things that other people can't. And that's what makes sports and all of this stuff so entertaining because we're watching people who can do things that other people can't do, and that's what makes it so great. Alongside Ron, the hard work and all of that stuff, whatever.
Because Ron,
right quick, chill. Because I want to piggyback off that. I agree with that part, Mars. The mental part. So that's something that I will agree with. You guys can't necessarily convince me that Kyrie's just has a natural handle and he was born to be that. What I will say though is the creativity, the ability to put moves together and do that movie did on Steph that we'll never see again, where he hit that spin, but he hit the hezzy in there too. Things like that is a gift. That's a natural talent.
I mean, but that's part of the handle though, like the ability to think and put
but you have to work on that to develop that handle. You have to develop the handle in order to be able to do that. The mental capacity to say, I'm gonna do this move and I know the defense is gonna react this way, so I'm gonna pivot. Like Shea, for instance, Shea putting together his counters and stuff, that is a mental talent.
That's instinct.
That's a mental talent that he was born. Okay, instinct. You can say that. Instinct is a talent. Yeah. I would say that. But it's hard for me just to fathom that the ability to do the moves, you still have to work on that. And these guys
do have to work on that stuff. But I still like Kyrie Irving. He has a feel for the ball. Like when he first got there, when he first started playing basketball, he was a natural because he had a feel for what the basketball was. Okay, I can just do this. I ain't even talking about but I could just boom, boom, boom. Like that's natural just to be able to do this. Now, when you add all that other stuff in it, that's working, that's refining that talent, right? That's developing that talent. Ron, you've seen tapes of me. I could naturally run fast and jump high. I could just do that. Like
that's a talent.
Right. I could just naturally run fast and jump high. When you see me shoot, like I had to work on that. I wasn't a natural jump shooter. Like I had to work on my mid-range. I had to work on the long ball because I wasn't good at that stuff. But to Mars's point, I did watch tape of Allen Houston. I did watch tape of Glenn Rice. And okay, that's where your guide hand is. This is where you shoot the basketball at the top of the jump shot. And then I went to work on it that way, as opposed to I just picked up a basketball and I just went out and was like, hey, this is easy. Okay, all right, this is nothing to do with it. No, it was not like that. Not at all.
I think because I said that he'll take skill over talent. And then when I was like, I kind of want the talent, major talent with the skill than the skill with some talent. For me, all the best players that have played are all the most talented. That's kind of like Michael Jordan is one of the most talented players ever.
How talented do you think Tim Duncan is? Just out of curiosity. Like, you think he's more talented than KG? Because I don't. I'm just putting out that.
No. It's not. But I'm also not even talking about like that quality of player. Also, I'm talking about the best of the best. I'm talking about the top of the top in talent. LeBron James, Michael Jordan, Shaq. To me, or Kareem. The reason why Kareem was a skilled player, right? But he was also because he was 7'3" and could run like that and was that flexible at that height and that mobile and something like it. Yeah. LeBron James is 6'9", 250 and can run a 4.3 40 and jump 45 inches in the air. That's kind of the reason why he is who he is. Great skill, great IQ, all of that, but that talent is ridiculous. All the best players, in my opinion, the top of the top is ridiculous talent. Whereas I can, in my opinion, I can point to other players who are more skilled than LeBron. I can point to me, Kobe's more skilled than LeBron. Kobe's more skilled than Michael Jordan. In my opinion, these are Kyrie Irving. Yeah, I'll use another players, so I don't have to deal with the coaches. Kyrie's more skilled than these people, but talent is what gets you over the gets you over the edge. That's also why I'm very high on a player like Anthony Edwards. Anthony Edwards to me is immensely talented, in my opinion. So that's why I think
a lot of that stuff with Ant is natural ability. And Ron, to your point, yes. There are some of us up here who do understand that. I mean, I literally just seen a conversation with Joe Johnson who said he was sleeping at the facility because he was living in the gym. I was in college and my buddy who used to play for the Clippers would call me up like, yo, let's go work out today. Yo, let's go get some shots up. And I'm like, all right, what time you want me to meet you? I'm downstairs. It's 7 o'clock in the morning. Like, it's stuff like that that's going on, right? So I very much understand what you mean, Ron, when you say that these guys – there's a level of delusion and there's a level of insanity that they have when it comes to work ethic and it comes to refining what they are. Because we're talking about the 0.1% of people on the planet. And this is how good they are and how good they stay.
Chill, I expect you to understand that as well because, you know, you played professional, you played at a D1 university, all of that. It's a lot of people in the chat, a lot of people listening who we could tell them and they still wouldn't wrap their minds around it. Like, do you understand that, like, there's lawyers out there, there's accountants, there's people that work at managers at Rite Aid and Winco and Target and stuff like that. They work literally, they clock in at 9 and they leave at 5. You put in an 8-hour shift. Do you understand that these NBA players clock in at 9
and they don't
clock out at 5? The ones that work hard and the ones that actually take it serious, even if you don't take it serious, you're still going to put in, you still have workouts that you have to do. But the ones that go above and beyond, show up hours before practice, stay hours after practice, go home, stretch, do yoga, hit the weights. Like, these guys literally put in 6, 7, 8-hour days working on their body, working on their skill, working on their craft. Like it is ridiculous. Like I'm telling you, me saying it doesn't even register just how much work they put in. Like I'm telling you, I'm saying this from me being a pro basketball player in the past, how much I used to work. I should tell you, I was a workolic. I lived in the gym. I went from lifting weights to running on the track to getting back in the gym, and I wasn't naturally talented.
Damn.
It's funny you say that. I wasn't naturally talented.
Because you put in all this work, and hey, no disrespect, everyone up here was really successful in their fields. Like relative to the world, you guys were still successful in your fields. But if you working as hard as you say you were, you ain't make the league. And that's not a knock to you, but there was probably a cap to like how good you truly could have been. Like you didn't have that level of talent that these other guys who maybe didn't need to work as hard. Like we hear the stories about Michael Beasley, for example. Like, yeah, Michael Beasley's always in the gym. He always hooping. But we've heard that guy could just do things that other people couldn't do. Like, I think
I'm your favorite player's favorite
in and around
player.
sports. Anyone who's been in and around sports. But like it's not even in sports. Like there's just people who are naturally gifted with numbers.
Just get
like,
it.
Yeah, like they see number, and I'm hearing these people who are like naturally understand numbers. They're like, oh, I see numbers as shapes, and it's like, huh? Like that just doesn't register in my mind because I never understood numbers the way they understand numbers. Like, but they see things in a way that you can't teach other people to see it the way they see it. And then the next thing you know, you put these equations in front of them, and they just get it. It just clicks to them. They don't need to be explained the quadratic equation. Like they don't need that. They understand it. Yeah. They have a relationship with something that you can't teach. And that's the same in sports, the real world, whatever you want to call it. There's just people who that's what they were made to do. And luckily for them, they found the thing they were made to do and they made it a career. There's some people, like I think I don't know everyone on the planet. I'm pretty sure everyone is talented at something. And some people just don't find the thing that they're meant to do. And then some people do. Some people find what their calling was. Yeah. But I think everyone is really good at something. Some people have a natural, like they understand food and like what things go together and combinations, and they can create like amazing food. And then there's some people, like I said, with the numbers, there's some people who just words, they're really great with words, and some people are really great at talking. Like you might argue some of the people up here, like that's what we're made to do. We're really good at talking and getting our point across, whatever the case may be. And that's not to say that it's not easy or not difficult, but just being able to do that naturally and just fit right in because it makes sense to you. I think that's what talent is, when things just make sense instantly, when things just click, and you like that's what it is. That's what talent is. When things just make make sense. That's talent.
I can agree with that. I can agree with that.
To your point,
I lived it as well.
That was always what basketball was to me. Like I had a buddy, God rest his soul, his name's Roscoe. Roscoe could put like math problems. You put this math problem in front of him without even studying it, Mars. He just pop. And we in like 8th, 9th grade. And he would just knock it down like it's nothing. For me, I was struggling. Yes. I was like, I don't understand that. I do need some help with this. When it came to basketball just made sense. This dude goes here. This dude goes here. This guy goes here. The screening. It just made sense to me when I watch it, when I see it, right? When I'm watching it, when I'm sitting down, or even when I'm playing it, it just makes sense. Very much like words make sense. Like you just talked about with people talking. That's why they call it the gift of gab, because I just know how to talk. I just know what to say and when to say it. Don't get me wrong, that people don't always say the right things, but they do have a gift for gab. That's why we're here. So I do think that natural talent comes in that aspect.
Yeah, I hear what you're saying, Chin. I think this is starting to kind of make more sense as we talk it out. Because I feel the same way as far as just understanding basketball. It's just like, just seeing things in basketball. But I don't know if that's because it's natural or if it's because I was in the gym with my dad since I was 3-4 years old while he was coaching basketball, and I'm just watching. So that's why I think it's kind of like, to Ron's point, I don't know if that's his natural talent or if it's just like, grew up in the gym.
People are picking up from the environment.
Yeah, people
there's
are
degrees as
well, for sure.
Yeah, there's degrees as well. Like when I was playing, I used to, like, to Ron's point, like I trained 3 times a day, sometimes 4 a days and things, because I was talented, but I knew I wasn't as talented as other guys, and I knew that I had to make up some of that gap by just working. So I understand, Ron, your point of like guys are just in the gym, man. Like guys are just going crazy. Like it would be unreasonable not to think that these guys are getting better because they're not working hard, because they're, like you said, they're dedicating 9, 10, 11 hours a day to improving their skills, right? And then we see it on the court and we're like, oh, was that guy just naturally talented the whole time? But really he's been working like an animal all summer. So it's an interesting conversation.
When you see it, bro. Ron,
I agree. Like you can see talent when it's in front of you.
I could work when I was playing and stuff. I'm working. I'm waking up at 5 to go to the gym and run and get extra shots and all that kind of stuff. Right? I'm playing on these circuit teams. The biggest reality check for me as a basketball player every time is when we played in the circuit. I was like, yeah, okay, I'm about an NIA player. We're good. You know what I'm saying? Good D2 at best. These niggas, bro, Quentin Grimes was playing on my same AAU team. I came back. He was 15. This nigga was in warm-ups, rocking the cradle, doing. I was like, you know what? He's probably gonna go. Yeah, probably gonna happen. It's gonna be a little different for him than it was for me. Probably so. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Severe Wheeler was on our young team playing up, killing D1 guards. I was like, yeah, he's in 7th grade. He's probably gonna go a lot farther in this than I am. Probably gonna happen.
Yeah, it's just and there's a lot of people who are talented, but then they don't make it. And part of that is because like there's a lot of people who are so talented, and this is where it comes from, like ignorance. You're young, you don't have the right people around you. You buy into your talent. Because like you're so much better than everyone, especially once you get to these age groups, you're so much better than everyone. Everything comes so easy to you. But in the moment you start getting into the world where it's like, okay, I'm not the most talented person ever. There's actually people who are just as talented as me, plus they work hard. Then you end up finding yourself behind. And that's something that it's common sense now when you look back and you step back and you look at it, it's like, oh, well, yeah, obviously I'm not Lionel Messi. I'm not more talented than everyone to ever exist. But when you're in it, you're like, okay, I'm the best in my area. I don't even try. Like, I just show up. I'm better than you. Like, I don't need to put in all this extra work you're doing because you're still not going to get close to me. And then you get into the real world, the professional world, whatever it may be. And you're like, damn, everyone here is talented. Right. Damn, everyone's here talented and they work hard. Now I'm behind and you got to play catch up. And then before you know it, it's too late. So it's like, you got to have the right people around you to help cultivate that talent because no one's going to make it to the top just strictly off that talent. But that's what gives you the launch pad to be able to, you can do great things when you know you're talented. But you have to know that talent isn't the only thing that's going to get you there. But if you put it all together, then that's where you're at.
Got to be a little more than just knowing it too. More, it's like, you got to be delusional. I encourage delusion. You know what I'm saying? At a younger age, kids that want to do something, you know, I encourage delusion. Right now,
speak it into existence.
Be delusional about that shit. You can be the best there ever was, and you might not end up being the best there ever was, but you could be the best that you know. You know what I'm saying?
So
like if you think
shoot for the stars, aim for the moon type shit.
But
no, that's not what he's saying, Mark. He's saying be a free spirit.
Absolutely. I absolutely encourage delusion.
Most athletes are delusional because you can't get to that level.
They've done
being self-aware. Like you've done studies on it as well. Yeah, that's ever happened. Yeah. So it's like, but then you also got to like, you got to think you're the best, but act like you think you're the worst. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Yeah,
like you got in your mind, you got to believe you're the best, but work like you're the worst.
To win. That's like they say to win a race, you got to run like you're second.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So you got to act like you're playing catch up, all the while thinking that you're way ahead of everyone.
Does Doc Rivers, when he says that Joel Embiid is the most talented, is he? Well, he's obviously with coaching all of these players, he's coached them at some of their peaks, at some of their best. Like he ain't coached Ray Allen when Ray Allen was Ray Allen. He got Ray Allen on the other side of who Ray Allen was, right? He got Kevin Garnett
in this conversation,
right? He got. I mean, don't forget, Ox. He was the second greatest shooter in NBA history when he retired. So let's not make it sound like this is talent. What we're talking about, right?
Yeah,
wait, you said you said Ray was second when he retired?
I think Ray Allen was the second greatest.
Best when he retired.
Yeah, he was the best.
No, that's right. Steph Curry hadn't shown.
Yeah, that's what you meant. That's what you meant.
Yeah, that's what I meant.
So respect on Ray Allen.
My fault. My fault. Like when Doc Rivers,
he didn't get him in his prime.
When Doc Rivers talks about,
he got late Ray Allen. He didn't get.
Right, he got
I mean,
late
your
Ray
talent
Allen.
doesn't just disappear. Like he saw Ray like shoot the hell out of the ball in practice.
Right, he saw.
Hey,
Talent
y'all be
doesn't
capping
disappear.
when y'all talking about that he got old Ray. Go look at what KG, Paul, and Ray was doing just the year before they got all on the Celtics.
Right, but look what they were doing in 2000.
Back end
KG
of
was a
their
top
prime,
5 player in a way. Like,
Like he was.
We're not gonna
he was
disrespect
still-
KG. KG was still like that.
No, they were all still great basketball players. I'm just saying like what they were 3, 4, 5 years before that though. Like Ray Allen was still doing a little bit at the Celtics, but before that, Ray Allen was still coming through punching shit though. Like he was
running down the gut.
There was an athletic
Ray
decline
Allen
going
was
on.
way more than just a shooter.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying.
He turned into that when he got
facts,
to the
facts.
Celtics. Right, he actually turned into that when he got to the Celtics. He was much more of a downhill guy. But I say that to say when Doc Rivers says that Joel Embiid is the most talented guy, he's saying that based on him having Joel Embiid, when he had Joel Embiid, when he had Leonard, when he had Paul Pierce, when he had Garnett, when he had Paul George, right? When he had James Harden. Because don't forget when he got James Harden, that level, that James Harden. That James Harden isn't the James Harden from a couple of years ago. Like he still was good. He was leading the league in assists. He was still awesome, but he still was different James Harden.
Yeah, it was the whole quote was he went on to say that Joel Embiid could just do things, especially in practice, that just other guys couldn't do. Like that was one of his justifications. Did you see the whole quote, Mars?
Yeah, I can't remember the exact words, but it was like Joel Embiid could do things that like other people couldn't dream of doing, basically.
Yeah.
And I think a part of like when people talk about talent, especially like athletes or people in that space, like I think a part of it is like perceived effortlessness.
Yeah.
Yes.
Like if you see one player do something, but it looks difficult, it looks like they're having to work really hard to do that same thing, and then you see another person do the exact same thing, and it looks like they're going at half speed. Like that's perceived talent. Like Joel Embiid can just do things, and it's like, okay, he just walked the ball up the court, hezzy pool, whatever. And then you watch another player, it's like, okay, yeah, he got to the same spot, did the same thing, but it took 17 dribble moves, 14 pump fakes, and a step through. It's like, well, yeah, I guess. So like, but the talent part of it is like things just look easy for you, and sometimes things can look easy, but they're not easy. Like sometimes people are really working really hard to get to what they want to get off, but like they just make it look simple.
Yeah,
but that's what like perceived talent is. I think that's what like they're talking about when it comes to like the Joel Embiids of the world, Michael Jordans of the like. Kobe is more seen as skill and development as opposed to like Michael Jordan, because when MJ did it, it was rip through one dribble pull up. When Kobe did it, it was rip through pivot up fake up, because like it looked more difficult. It looked like he had to work harder to get it off. Now, part of that, I think, is a product of the era. The era was different. But like seeing the contrast is that you can understand why one would say MJ was more talent, Kobe was more hard work and skill. Now, what's better is a different conversation. But I think that explains like what the mindset is when it comes to like talent versus skill versus hard work or like all of those things, because like, it's just effortlessness. I think
the best way to have this convo, this is gonna be my last piece on. The best way to have this convo is like just related to personal experiences. So another player that was in my same high school draft class or same high school class, 2016, we all playing, you know what I'm saying? I'm thinking I'm doing something. Then you step on the court with De'Aaron Fox. D Fox was on the court with other top players in the country, in the state, and I promise you, it wasn't even close. It wasn't even close. It looked like everybody else was moving in slow motion.
He was just
that's how fast it was. Just, everybody else was moving in slow motion. It's just clearly by far. We got Max out there. Max was going to Vanderbilt. We had D1 guys. Clearly the best.
He's still in high school, by the way.
Yeah, he's clearly the best player.
Wow.
Before we move on, I want to go back around the room one more time, and I want to ask everybody their top 3 most talented players that Doc Rivers has ever coached. Ox, let's start with you.
Start with me.
In order?
Yeah. 1, 2, 3.
It goes T-Mac, KG, Kawhi.
Chill.
Joel Embiid, Tracy McGrady, Leonard.
Damian?
I'm going to say Embiid, McGrady, and I think Paul George. I think
Mars?
Paul George is naturally talented guy. Or Chris Paul. Maybe Chris Paul, actually. I'll say Chris Paul.
Embiid and KG is my 1 and 2. Jesus.
It's tough. Hey, it is tough.
Why'd you laugh at Paul George? Real talk?
Yeah, real talk. Why'd you laugh at Paul George?
That man got no weaknesses out there.
I didn't laugh at Paul George.
No, you laughed at Paul George. I seen a little smirk on your face. It's cool.
I'm a PG guy. What?
You are Embiid, KG, and then that third spot. If I say Ben Simmons, I'm trolling.
Nah, man.
I mean,
You gonna talk about someone who never worked on their game? Like,
Never talented.
I'm trolling.
Just talented.
Ben was really talented.
Yeah, I'm trolling. I'm just accurate. I say Ben Simmons, I'm trolling.
No, not to me anyway.
Oh yeah, of course. No, I'm gonna say I like the Chris Paul shout. I like Chris Paul. Doc Rivers did coach Celtic Shaq. Do I just get to say Shaq and call it a day?
I mean, not really.
Yeah, I do. Yeah, you know what? Shaq and Embiid, KG. There we go. That's my answer. Shaq and Embiid, KG.
Real talk. Who you got?
I thought we were gonna do it like when he had him, right? So that leaves Shaq out of the convo because Celtic Shaq is not.
I don't know who to
in
pick,
these
so we
combos.
had to cheat.
I'm gonna go T-Mac, Embiid, PG.
So nobody has Giannis in there?
If we're talking about,
Well, Giannis was who I was considering. That's what made me think about Ben Simmons. Because I was thinking, who do I think is more talented between Giannis and Ben Simmons? And I think it's Ben Simmons.
but if we talk about natural talent, right?
James Harden.
Y'all should have seen Leon Poe in high school.
Tied.
You know what I'm saying? Oakland Tech. Y'all should have seen Leon Poe.
Leon was the
Talking about
truth.
natural- we
Leon
talking
got
about
a movie made
natural
about him.
Leon,
What's his name? Ty Crane? That's Leon
that's-
Poe.
Ty Crane, yeah.
Shout out
for
Ty
real?
Crane.
Yeah, hey, Leon Poe was different. Motherfucker wasn't no.
Wait, so I just want to ask you guys because people are apparently I was insane. I'm insane for thinking Ben Simmons was more talented than Giannis.
No, you are not insane.
I don't think so, but
Ben Simmons might make my top 3 too, maybe.
Ben Simmons that's a crazy.
And we just had a whole discussion about what talent was, and then I'm gonna hear people troll about.
Yeah, because people
Ben
are
Simmons
equating like
falling off.
talent
Like, are we
to
serious?
player, and that's not what we're
Ben
talking
Simmons,
about.
6'10", rolled out of bed and just was that.
We understand why he was called Magic Johnson, right?
Yes,
Yeah,
he rolled out of
yeah,
bed. and that was
Magic
that.
And I can
Splash
vouch for it.
LeBron.
Even when he was younger,
Yeah.
he was like that. He lived out like 10 minutes from me, and he was like that.
Giannis
always.
stronger. No. Do we?
Giannis was not stronger.
Giannis when he came in
He was
was
199
wiry as hell.
pounds. He was
Ben
199
Simmons was
pounds.
undoubtedly stronger than Giannis when he came in.
Taylor's
What
going
Giannis
off.
became, what Giannis developed into physically. Once again, you can't teach like his body, the way his body's built. Like you can't just fill out the frame. Like Giannis obviously had the capability for that. That's talent.
Giannis,
But
Giannis
Ben
was
Simmons,
LeBron,
Ben
dog.
Simmons was strong. Ben Simmons was fast with the ball, without the ball. Ben Simmons could see the floor in a way that you can't teach, like the floor vision, the feel for the game, elite athlete in transition. Like Ben Simmons' talent, the handle at 6'10".
Ron,
Like,
do you
nah,
remember? Do you
Ben
remember
Simmons is
Ron?
ridiculous.
Colin Cowherd.
I remember.
Colin Cowherd said, "Quote: LeBron, we're good.
Oh yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
LeBron,
Yes,
we're
he did.
good." That's what we're talking about. We're talking about Ben Simmons, because that's what we were.
It wasn't
in terms
crazy
of-
at the time.
Just
which
in
was-
terms of a
yep.
talent, he was like, "Yo, we good. Like we got this guy coming
Ben
in."
Simmons was viewed as like a top 15 player by like year 2. Like that's how good like he already was. And this is like once again similar to like the Giannis trajectory. If he develops a jump shot, like 2019, I want to bring you guys back. This is MVP Giannis, right? 2019, there was legitimate conversations of if Giannis and Ben Simmons develop a jump shot, who's the better player?
Who's gonna be the best?
That was the legitimate
going on.
conversations.
This is the league MVP,
And,
by
like,
the way, Mars.
There were
at that
people
point.
saying Ben Simmons. And this
And
was
it's the league
MVP
MVP.
Giannis at 24 years old.
Yes.
They were saying
At that
jump
point, though, if Ben Simmons had a jump shot, it probably would have been him. That version.
And I'm not saying Ben Simmons should have been
Ben
an
Simmons was
all-time.
supposed to be a Hall of Famer.
I'm
yeah.
saying strictly
He was on the
talent
run.
level. What Ben Simmons could do before everything fell off a cliff, before the mental breakdown in the playoffs, before the back injuries, before all of that, just what Ben Simmons could do on a basketball court at his size with his athletic gifts. He's one of the most talented players of like the last decade to stay safe. Like that's how talented Ben Simmons was. Now, obviously, it might be like the biggest waste of talent of the last decade, but the talent level I think is still undeniable. So I don't know. That's kind of where I'm at.
Well, y'all, go ahead. You'll put him in what?
I'll probably put him in the top 3 over Chris Paul.
Ben Simmons now.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Hey, shout out Ben.
By the way,
funny.
talent is why Calvin Johnson is the greatest receiver ever. Get that Jerry Rice bullshit out of here.
Real talk is some funny shit, yo. Let me tell you why. Because real talk, like he talks to me like I'm for real unk, but he really hate me. Like he really hate my people. He really hate my generation of people. He absolutely hates us. I'm not gonna argue that Calvin.
Hey,
first of all, Calvin Johnson wasn't better than T.O.
Calvin Johnson is 6'5", one of the 4
He was definitely
not better than
definitely a natural talent. He was not better than T.O. though. So I'm gonna
Randy Moss exists.
Ever.
Yes, Randy Moss.
Randy Moss wasn't better than T.O.
We just going to disrespect Jerry Judy.
Die on that. I will die on that.
Jerry Judy, yeah.
I was watching both of them play.
But what I'm saying,
he was never better than him
all the time. Like, what up, Mom? I fucking hate you and your generation, though. But what up, Mom? What's going on?
Shout out Press Box, man. Shout out Press Box.
What it is, real talk.
Yeah, I have no idea what's going on. Also, one more argument for Ben Simmons. Ben Simmons came in with point guard skills. Giannis had to play point guard in the NBA to develop the same skills that Ben Simmons already had. Like, just from a talent perspective, Giannis had to develop the skills Ben Simmons came in with. Like, that's like the definition of talent versus like hard work, skill. Giannis is also extremely talented, by the way, like the physical tools, all of that stuff. But Giannis had to develop the skills Ben Simmons came in with. So,
and this whole thing is ironic because all of you guys had Tracy McGrady in your top 3, right? David, you had Tracy McGrady?
No, Mars didn't.
Yeah, I did.
Oh, so Mars didn't.
He's up there, but I didn't have him.
A couple people had T-Mac at 1. Kevin Garnett was in a bunch of different top 3s. Joel Embiid was in a bunch of different top 3s. Nobody had Giannis. Ironically, the chat had Giannis at number 1, Joel at 2, T-Mac at 3, KG at 4. So, hey, chat said Giannis, so I guess it's Giannis. However, guys, we got super chats and stuff like
Giannis
that.
is also extremely talented. So.
We got super chats and stuff, but before we get there, the rosters were revealed yesterday for the Rising Stars Challenge. You see, we got Team Melo, we got Team Vince, and we got Team the most talented player the Doc has ever coached, T-Mac. And these are the teams you can see on the screen, but I'll read them off for our audio listeners. Team Melo goes as Stephon Castle, Donovan Clingan, Jeremiah Fears, Cooper Flagg, Dylan Harper, Colin Murray Boyles, and Reed Shepard. Team Vince, Matas Buzelis, Colin Coward, Igor Dimin, VJ Edgecombe, Keyshawn George, Derek Queen, and Jalen Wells. And last but not least, Team T-Mac, Trey Johnson, Con Knipple, AJ Mitchell, Alex Sarr, Cam Spencer, Jalen Tyson, and Kaleo Ware. Fellas, which team are we liking?
Team T-Mac, that's
The
me
team
and
me and Ox
team.
drafted is the one I like more.
I think that team that Team T-Mac got. That's me. I think that looked real similar to me and Penn team.
Well, y'all didn't have Cam Spencer
as Penn said, we know T-Mac's not getting out of the first round. So that proves that you guys lost the draft yesterday, based on Penn's own words. And he said in the comments of that video that they won the draft, but based on his own words, you guys lost. For sure.
Mars, did I mention that you suck? I don't know if I mentioned it today.
You did not actually say that today because I joined late. So that's why I joined late. I told Ron I was going to be late, so I didn't have to.
I want to make sure that I reiterate that you suck. I just want to put that out.
Yeah, well, just kill my whole
Vince
mood.
definitely has the worst team, in my opinion.
He got the best player, though.
He got VJ, Derek Queen, and Matas.
Yes, Matas Buzelis is the best player in this game.
Why do you actually think that? Like, you've been saying that, but like, why?
He doesn't believe it.
That's why I'm curious.
Why not?
You just coming up with stuff?
I don't know. That's why I'm. Why?
Okay.
Why is
well, hold on. Okay. Besides Cooper Flag, I'm trying to figure out which one of these dudes is better than Matas Buzelis.
I don't know how Con isn't better than Matas Buzelis, if I'm being honest.
I got Matas. I think Matas has got a little more to him. So just a
I
little
think
more.
Alex Saw's better than him too.
I mean,
I think
Alex
Stephen
Saw
Castle as well.
players. That's not.
I think there's a few players. Like, I
is better
think
than
bring up the list
Matas.
again, Ron. Bring up the list again, Ron. I'm gonna say players who I think are better than Matas right now.
Stephen Castle as well.
I don't
A
got
bunch
Steph
of people
on
over here
Castle.
better than
I don't
Matas.
got Steph on Castle.
I think Steph Castle better. I think Coop better. I'm gonna leave CMB alone, but
Yeah.
Cedric Howard is better. VJ is better.
I don't got
love
Steph.
Cedric Howard is better?
Oh,
Yes.
I love that kid.
Yes.
I don't
Oh my
No
goodness.
way,
I
Cedric
love that
Howard
kid.
is better than Matas.
Yes.
Jalen
Con is
Wells.
better. Con is better. Saar is better. AJ Mitchell is better.
Hell.
Khalil Ware is better than him.
I'm not mad at the
Jalen
thinking
Tyson.
Khalil Ware.
But yeah, I don't know. Matas, I don't. Maybe I'm.
Moss, can
watching
I
the wrong
introduce
Bulls
you in
games.
some
not.
and when it comes to Matas, Moss,
Derek
can I
Queen,
introduce you in some Derek Queen? Can I introduce you in
Oh, no, I'm not as high.
No.
Maybe.
no? Just
Exactly.
Me personally, I'm not as high on Derek Queen as maybe you guys are.
I think.
But Matas is
Zachary
cool, but I'm not as
Richardson
high on
is
Matas as you
I
guys.
think.
Clearly,
Yeah,
I
I think Coop is better than Matas. I think Coop is better than Matas. Other than that, Con, Alex Saar, and there was one more person on there. Maybe
Steph Castle.
I think Matas is better than Steph Castle.
this kid Coward, man, and I know I'm the elder statesman of the group, but Ron, this kid Coward, he give me a Kendall Gill vibe when I watch him, man. Athlete, knock down the mid range, get up and down the floor. That's the kind of vibe I'm getting from him when I watch him. He give me a Kendall Gill vibe.
Mm-hmm. But Zachary Richardson not being here.
The chat
too.
lost it when I said I'd take Kendall Gill over James Harden. I was just playing, yo. Like,
Yeah, but
I don't think he was. I don't think he was.
Yeah, y'all gotta relax sometimes, man.
Well, Ricochet's been hurt, to be fair. Like, he only just got sent back to the G League.
yeah, but I don't know if he was going to be invited anyway.
Yeah, probably not, because he's not good. But
it's just
that's
tragic.
one thing Matas was right about. Matas is definitely better than Ricochet, for sure.
I was
But,
saying that in that moment in time too.
You did say that, Ron. Yes, you did.
Like,
You
Ron, I
100%
was with you
said
on the
that,
Matas stuff. Like, I'm still like, I didn't have Matas number one. I had Ron Holland one, but I had Matas in my top three. Like, I was really high on Matas. But like, I feel like at this point, like, he's still not. He's cool.
You had
Like,
you had Ron Holland going number one.
Yeah, Ron Holland was my number one pick. Yeah, I had Ron Holland. I believe maybe Alex Saar was second, and Matas was three. Like, in terms of prospects, not in terms of who I wanted.
Why
Houston
were
to
you
take.
so high on Ron Holland as a prospect? Just curious.
Oh well, the defense, which is actually translated.
Yeah,
I
the
thought he had-
defense is.
Yeah, I thought he had potential to be one of the best wing defenders in the league. The motor was through the roof. The athletic tools that he had, I thought, were extremely valuable to me. He also had upside as like a ball handler, not an initiator per se, but like a ball handler, someone who could get to the rim at will. Showed signs of like deceleration and stuff, which I thought was like good when you're that athletic and have like deceleration skills, some passing chops. I was like, I wasn't on like, oh, if he ever figures out the jumper, he's a superstar. But I was on the side of like, if we have this wing who can be one of the best wing defenders in the league, the motor is through the roof, and you're one of the best athletes in the league, I'm like, that's like a Thompson twin with a better offensive game. Like a Saar Thompson with like a better offensive game. That's how kind of how I viewed him. And in the draft, that was like, in my opinion, weak in terms of like superstar talent. Ron Holland was like the best bet for me in terms of like the upside of where it could be. And then Matas was like right there. Because like Matas coming out of high school, but then in the G League, it was like he doesn't shoot as well as I thought. The handle isn't as functional as I thought. So I was like, maybe not. But like I had him in like my top 3, top 5. Because Matas is kind of nice on defense. Like, I don't know, like there's a wing, like he'd be protecting the rim and stuff. It's offensively, it's like it's still a little bit like he's not as good of a finisher as like the highlights say. Like he dunks a lot.
Yeah,
like,
he be dunking on people.
Yeah,
like
so like maybe like the highlights are like, but like the touch isn't great. He's still not very strong, so he struggles absorbing contact. And like the overall creation stuff isn't really there. But Billy Donovan doesn't give him a very long leash, which I think
he
is,
only
like,
had 18 minutes.
which is like also a problem to me. Like I don't get it. Like I've seen a report that Chicago are looking to like stack up so they can make the play-in push. If they don't just commit to a tank, like I don't know what's going on in Chicago, but like Matas doesn't get a long enough leash, in my opinion, for like being able to explore his talent. But I wouldn't say he's better than those guys right now. Like me personally, like especially not like the Conk and Nipples of the world. Like those guys, I think they're like clearly better.
Mars, didn't we do we did a redraft, and I don't think we had Ricochet going in the top 15. I think he was like late. He was a late first rounder.
Yeah, you asked me all the guys who I thought were better than Ricochet from that draft, and I had like 25 names.
Yeah, I think he was a late first rounder. Like this is the guy who went number 1 overall. Yeah, Damien. I think we did a redraft, and Ricochet was 24 or something like that. 25.
I mean, doing a redraft after a year, I do think is always too premature. But like right now, Ricochet's just not very good. But like that's fine. He's 20 or whatever he is.
Yeah, we're only in year 2. All right.
Yeah, like his career isn't over. Like I'm not saying
he got sent to the J League.
Yeah, right now he's just not.
Which is not a demotion. Like a lot that, and I'm actually glad that he got sent to the G League.
I mean, it is, but
it's a demotion.
It's a
well, no, they sent him to the G League to get in reps to ramp up because he come back from injury. He's not in the G League to like. They said the Bulls sent Josh Giddey to the G League.
No big deal.
The Bulls sent Josh Giddey to the G League when he was coming back. Like
it doesn't have to be taken in the negative context.
That's just my point, Ox.
Demotion's negative. You can't repaint a demotion.
Whatever. Okay,
demotion.
fine.
I understand.
I'm with you. I
understand what you're saying. Yeah,
if you go to a lower league, you got demoted for whatever reason. It doesn't matter what the reason is. You know what I'm saying? Damn,
you could even be. Everybody knows you're going to go back up too. So I mean,
I understand.
They do it in baseball.
Get promoted.
Ron, you're a baseball guy, Ron. They do it in baseball all the time. Guy come off the 15-day disabled list. He go to AAA for a couple of games so he can go back up and get sharp. I mean, that's not I don't think it's a demotion. It's just me, instead of throwing him right back in the lineup, right? Okay, let's sit him down to our AAA or our AA.
Reps.
Yeah, and get him some reps, and he'll get sharp again. Like to your point, I think that the G League is looked at as, when I say lesser, I think that it look at it as a demotion, when in reality, I think it's a tool to help us get better.
I think it's a demotion. It's a lesser. It's a
how many
lesser
number
league.
1 picks are going to the G League is probably a better question.
It's a lesser league, you know. And
even when you know you're coming back up, just like for example, this show, when it's Ron, Ox, Mars, Damien, Chill, Swipe, Jordan, when me, myself, when these cast of characters on here, we're in our league. When another character joins, the show gets demoted for an episode. But then we'll be right back the day after. It's fine. It's whatever.
Wow, that's insane.
It's demoted, then we come right back.
You know what? Real quick, just before, because I know you want to get to these super chats, Ron. I know you do, because we only got 30 or 20, 40 minutes left in the show. But I just wanted to speak on something real quick. It won't be a super big.
Get to it, Ox.
But I'm getting to it, yeah. I'm getting to it. I just want to just make sure everybody knows I'm not derailing, because I don't want to be demoting the show. I don't want to be demoting the show.
Kind of.
I don't want to be demoting the show, like Real Talk just said. Can you believe? So I'm gonna bring it to W for a second. Can you believe it's people on Twitter coming after me because they actually think that Kennedy Carter is a better basketball player than Marina Mabry?
Yeah, I've seen you say that. Yeah.
Can you believe this?
Twitter isn't real, man.
Kennedy Carter got game though.
Isn't she like?
She got game.
Is she in China averaging like something crazy? Like she over there getting busy.
And she should be in the W.
She over there getting
dope.
busy.
Kennedy always been dope.
Filthy.
But let's not put her in conversation she don't belong in.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, she for sure needs to be in the W. But she was one of the 10 best players in the world the last season she played with Chicago. No, these are facts.
Oh, Marina Mabry was on that team, wasn't she?
Yes,
so
the
she
last
was
time she was hooping, and she made them have to start her. Kennedy was.
That was quick.
Yo, Ron, Kennedy
ain't
ain't never for a day been better than Marina Mabry, bro.
Now Marina tough too. I don't know who's
never,
better.
Chill,
she was better than Marina that whole year.
All right, okay.
She was, bro. She was out there chucking. Marina out there chucking.
I mean, that's what she do though.
That's what she.
Marina, don't say she just be chucking like she just be breaking. She chuck, but
I dig.
Let Marina see a couple go in. That's your
Arena
ex.
like that. She's different. She's
the ultimate utility player. She is.
But no, shout out to Kennedy Carter, because I was never saying that Kennedy wasn't good, and she absolutely belongs in the W. You know, there's reasons why she's not there. You know, but that's like attitude stuff, whatever. No big deal. Well, actually, it is a big deal because she's not in the W. But either way, though, like we're not gonna pretend like she's better than Marina Mabry. I refuse to let that slide. But anyway,
she was the best player on the Chicago Sky. And what year was that? 24.
Absolutely not. But she was good though.
All right, fellas. I just want to put these rosters up here one more time, just to let you guys know that Team Melo absolutely clears Team Vince and Team Mac.
That's a good team, man.
Agreed.
Melo came and cleaned up. Melo was like, I'm not here to play with y'all. I know exactly what I came to do.
How did they let him do that?
Hey,
this is a really good team. I'm
overthinking. Hey, just overthinking.
Just thinking, they thinking, huh? I mean, but hold on, though. These other teams aren't. These other teams ain't bad.
Hell nah. Team Vince is kind of. Team T Mac too is kind of. Team T Mac is. What
you
was
T
Mac thinking?
See, look, but hold on though, because I usually don't do this.
Tripping.
But to the guy in the
chat, got kind of trade up.
Fred Vincent. For those first 5 games, he was playing better than Cade. I'm not saying he's better than Cade. I'm saying he was playing better than Cade when I said that. Ain't nothing wrong with that.
Josh Giddey, he was.
I'm just reporting the news. I ain't trying. You know what I'm saying? I ain't trying to start no mess. I'm just reporting the news. Mm-hmm. The first 10 games of the season, Josh Giddey was playing like the best point guard in the East. Y'all seen it. Y'all know it.
He was getting busy.
Y'all know it's true.
He was getting busy.
It was.
Mm-hmm. All right, well, we got super chats, y'all, so let's make it happen. The first one is from Willie Bobcat. Willie said, even though he isn't athletic by NBA player standards, would Luka Doncic be considered natural talent? I don't think that dude works on his game, but just goes out there. It has a natural feel. 99% of players wish they had.
Yep.
Well,
I think that's a great example. Yeah. I don't think he doesn't work hard in his game, but I think it's true. He's just naturally gifted. He's a naturally gifted guy.
Well, that's what we go back to when we talk about guys making it look easy. Luka ain't just showing up. No, Luka is putting the work in. He is playing in the offseason. He is playing 5-on-5. He is working on his handle. Luka ain't the same player in 2018 that he is today. I mean, so he's obviously gotten better. He's obviously gotten, more refined in terms of his skill. But because he make it look so easy, it just looked like, man, he just showing up. Nah, he's not just showing up. He's absolutely doing it. He's absolutely putting the work in to be that dude. No doubt.
I mean, his natural mental gifts, like, that is ridiculous. The way he's able to see the game, think the game through, know how to maneuver, once again, put together certain moves, counters, and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I'll say Luka. I think Luka's one of the better natural talents in the NBA.
I can agree with that.
I agree. Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, he's been a phenom since he was what?
Since he was like 12. Like
Yeah, 12.
He was like European basketball circles knew about Luka for a long time.
Yeah.
Because of how talented he was.
There's a video of him East Baying at 13. My God, did that athleticism not build on it?
Talking about declining athletically.
Yeah.
When you've been to be fair, like when you've been in and around the pro game for 15 years, like he's not a regular 26-year-old.
He's played a lot of basketball, yeah.
He has played a lot of basketball. Yes.
I will never forgive D-Bach for passing on him for the reason he passed on him. I will never forgive him for that. Never.
The fact that he never went with number 1 is still astounding to me. But
never.
Yeah.
That's pure. That's still blow. That is on the spot. That is a fireable offense.
Mm-hmm. Marvin Bagley was the best player in the nation.
Even if that's
but that's because Luka didn't play within.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, why you bringing Divac up? The Suns had to.
Well, I said the fact he didn't go number 1, but once again, that's more of the Europeans. Like Europeans who were in tune knew Luka was the best prospect, but the American audience.
I know I did, Mars. No, I didn't.
Yeah, the American audience weren't.
Well, we had seen Luka play in EuroLeague, but Marvin Bagley was the best player. So didn't work out. But hey,
wasn't he the MVP of the EuroLeague?
Yes,
he was
18 years old. Real talk.
But to be fair, I was team Marvin Bagley over DeAndre Ayton. I'll say that. But I was never team DeAndre Ayton.
Oh man, I've been very harsh on look at this year, but my goodness, when you just really look back at who that man is in basketball, MVP of the EuroLeague at 18.
He's a Hall of Famer today.
He almost had a Hall of Fame career before he even got to the NBA.
He hits the NBA. He's been making first team All NBAs pretty much every year, beating out Steph Curry, by the way. He's beating out Steph Curry in this position. So this man is unbelievable. And now he's at casually averaging what? 33, 8, and 8, whatever.
Luka was all-star caliber as a rookie. Like, he didn't make the all-star team. Dallas weren't very good, but he was all-star caliber as a rookie. Like, he was from the jump. He was amazing.
Yeah,
he was doing the legal step backs. Yeah,
I can't believe he's on the Lakers. I still can't believe
it. The next super chat is from Hunter TV. Hunter said Denver's first moral victory of the season. Down 4 starters versus the best team in the East, and only lost by 2. Sucks Jamal missed the free throws, but it is what it is. The fight in this team is awesome.
It is. I mean, I actually watched that Denver game last night. They got their ass kicked in the paint. I was trying to figure out why Adelman, and again, I'm not one of these guys that questions coaching a lot, but I didn't understand why Adelman took so long to put Valanciunas back in the game. I think we were in the fourth quarter. I was trying to figure out why he took so long to put him back in the game, because rebounding was a big issue for them. As good as Jones was, I mean, he had his hands full with both Jalen Duren and Isaiah Stewart. He had his hands full with both of those dudes. I thought Jamal Murray got going. In the middle of that fourth, and in addition to him getting going, Peyton Watson, who wasn't really shooting it particularly well, he was able to get downhill and was able to get some buckets. They got some big time stops. That's the thing that I worry about with Detroit when I worry about the playoffs. Like they go cold in terms of shooting when we get late in games, and I think that's stuff that could really be a problem moving forward. But at the end of all of that, though, Ron, let's trick the game.
Shout out to Tobias Harris too. He was super last.
He made that turnaround on. He made that turnaround
at the end of the game.
Ooh,
hey, he looked like Melo right there.
No, I was like, man, go back to him. Go to him again. That's what I was thinking.
Tobias Harris. Shout out to the Eastern Conference version of Harrison Barnes. Just 2 forwards that bring great veteran presence in the regular season.
Sick of real talk.
You can't count on them.
A little bit. I'm getting sick of him, y'all. Real talk get on my nerves.
Can't count on.
What do you call him? Quick. I got quick D-Lo in Eastern Conference. Harrison Barnes. That's what I'm dealing with.
Yeah. Quick D-Lo, Darius Garland. Quick D-Lo.
Sick of real talk, y'all.
MP13 said talent could be the ability to comprehend the foundation of skills faster than most people, but at the same time, your mental capability gives you more access to deeper depth and range in that skill.
Yep.
That sounds way more complex.
Sounds like an AI answer, but yep.
Yeah, that's what that sounds like.
Is that what you did, MP13?
Allen
Iverson. MP, that's what you did?
Mm-hmm.
Talk about talent.
Well, at least he had the intellectual curiosity to go put it in the ChatGPT and do all of that good stuff.
Allen Iverson is an immense talent too, if whoever brought that up.
Definitely.
Great people person too.
Shut up, because I know why you're saying that.
I just hate when they talk about Allen Iverson off the court doing this, doing that, like it's cool or something. Like stop. I want people to stop telling them stories to like, oh, he didn't have to work out. He was just hanging out, partying, going doing this. Like we don't need that. That shit's not cool.
It's not. It's not. I play pro basketball. This isn't a weekend gig. This is what I do for a living. This is how I make my money.
And he fulfilled his obligations.
All right, keep going, Ron.
He was averaging 30. What?
Yes, he was.
What?
Mm-hmm.
This isn't about him. It's not about him. It's about what the
message
the story is supposed. Yeah, the message.
Yeah,
that's what it's about.
It's not about.
I'm not talking about Allen Iverson. You're like, I'm not demoting not what I think about Allen Iverson, where he should be on list or none of that. Like that's not what I'm talking about. Allen Iverson was as good as he was, regardless. It's about the message that they're sending when this story is being told. You know what I'm saying?
Real talk. You know that dude that could just show up to the gym and be nice and not have to work out as much. You can't do that. And that's the message that's being sent, that if he could do it, then I could do it. No. He different than you. He can show up and just do what he does. You ain't good enough to do that. And don't think for 1 second that just because he did it, you could do it. Because that'll throw a monkey wrench in everything that you're trying to do. No, you're not that good.
Got it.
And more importantly, it's just not cool.
I mean, it is kind of cool to be able to have fun whenever you want to and still be good at your job. A lot of people can't do that. I mean,
that's like the dream, right?
That's the dream, actually.
To be honest,
that's the dream. Make a lot of money, do a job you love, but still be able to do whatever you want.
Yeah,
that's
It
sounds cool. It sounds cool if you want to be a degenerate. Get in the gym.
No.
Well, being able to do whatever you want can include getting in the gym. It's just
doing what you want means taking care of your business.
Doing what you want means freedom. People like being free.
Not for everybody.
Hey, ironically, real talk, when we in LA, I'm freely gonna cook your ass on the show. That's my job. And then I'm gonna go out drink you and be a degenerate when we not on the show. Hey, best of both worlds.
You're not getting drunk because I'm gonna swell up them lips when I see you, Ron. Wait till I see you. I'm gonna swell them lips right up. First on. Wait till hey Ox, when I see your boy, it's on, Ron. I promise you, when I see your boy,
that ain't my boy. I don't know, bro.
As soon as I see your man, Ron, Ox is on. It is cracking as soon as I see him. I'm lumping Ron up.
Hey, you gonna meet my security guard. Don't worry about it. You're gonna see who it is. I got a surprise for you.
And I understand HR. Yes, HR. I will take a suspension because I'm kicking his ass. Yes, I am. I'm whooping Ron's ass. Yes, I am.
Anyways, we got a super chat from B True. My man B True said, if you think McGrady is more talented, that's cool. But to see how rapidly and far Kawhi has developed offensively with his gifts on defense while being an uber athlete puts him up there.
Sure.
I think Kawhi falls into the reason I think Kawhi doesn't get elevated into like that tier. It goes back to like the effortlessness point. Like Kawhi looks robotic when he does things. Like it doesn't pass the eye test of talent. Like even when he shoots, it's a flat shot that looks like it should have no chance of going in. It goes in every time. Like,
every time.
It doesn't hit the same as when T-Mac hitting you with a hezzy pool. Like it's not. It doesn't like when people talk about talent. Kawhi is not the. He's not the image. If that makes sense.
Even though it is ridiculously effective what he does.
Look at
for sure. Yeah,
look at Ox disagreeing in silence.
I disagree 100%. You know what I'm saying? If you watch the demon he was on, even on defense, because a lot of people only think about the offensive end of things too. Like, you know? and a lot of people also think that he wasn't talented on the offensive end just because of how talented he was on the defensive end. You know, but
all right, we got a smoking hot trade idea from Jordan Reed. Jordan Reed said, I'm sorry, but I just read a report that the Golden State Warriors told the Milwaukee Bucks they'll send Jimmy Butler, Jonathan Kuminga, and a couple picks for Giannis. WTF.
They ain't interested in that trade.
Why disrespect the Bucks like that? Don't disrespect them like that. That's ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous.
Click. Take care, yo.
It's not happening.
Not just a click. I gotta cuss your ass out and hang up on you first. And next time,
stop calling me. Don't call me no more.
I'll see you for a little bit.
We're gonna have some crazy mocks out there, man, in the next few days. It's gonna be wild.
If I see you out at like a restaurant or something, I'm gonna send you a bottle of champagne or wine with a note, cussing your ass out again.
And Ron, be clear about one thing with this Milwaukee Bucks Giannis thing. Don't call me with no nonsense, because if you think I'm handing them over for a bucket of extra crispy and a 6-pack, you better go somewhere with that. Because I'm not.
Hey man.
And the fact that you
see what Luka went for.
The fact that you're sending that through just lets me know, like, yeah, my man down bad. I got your meal. I'm gonna pay for that. Just make sure. Let me get the receipt first so I can send a good note and cuss his ass out again. Don't ever call my phone with that type of shit again.
Get out of here.
Hoops Never Stop said OKC should get more quick offense more often if possible. The more they play set defenses, they get exposed. This offense is kind of nasty this season.
That'd be nice, to be honest with you.
I saw an interesting stat. I think, real talk, you made a point earlier around the 3-point shooting. I saw an interesting stat yesterday where I think they're like lead the league in wide open threes, but like but then everything else they're like 20%. It's like
I've brought that stat up I think a few weeks ago talking about. I think it was after one of the San Antonio matchups, and this is shout out to Jason Tiff. This is where I know that from. Jason Tiff has outlined how they are amongst the league leaders as far as percentage in wide open threes. They're like 40% in wide open threes. However, they're in the bottom 5 of the league in contested threes, right? And so that was what San Antonio was kind of doing. A lot of the times for their weaker shooters, like the Carusos or the Dorts or whoever you deem as a weak shooter, you kind of, gap help heavy for Shea. And then once he makes these kickout passes, you damn near like concede the shot, but they make those. And so what teams are figuring out is that, hey, even a late closeout for them is highly effective on OKC shooters. So that is something that needs to be addressed, in my opinion. Their shooting or lack thereof.
Real talk. I know when I first jumped on here, I said something in the chat. But I just want to just vocalize it. This is disgusting.
What?
You over here begging for OKC to have help when just the last month this was the most dominant team we've ever seen. This is the best defense in the world. This team is walk into another championship. But now
I was saying all of that. Yeah.
Now you begging for help, man. The rich get richer, man. I swear.
Hey man,
you don't have OKC as the title favorites.
Aside
from everything that's going on, I still believe that they'll go back to back.
Real talk, you about to bring up a 10 seed right now. Don't do that. This isn't.
Don't do that. Don't do that. They weren't. Nobody projected them to be a 10 seed. Are they playing like a 10 seed right now?
Projections. We talking about.
Are they playing like a 10 seed right now?
They're the 10 seed.
No one's feeling sorry for them.
I feel sorry for them.
Okay, see.
Yeah, I feel sorry for them.
What do you feel sorry for, Mars?
No idea.
Yeah, you just feel sorry for him. I got
you. Yeah, Mars is just
Mm-hmm.
All right, the next super chat is from Acro D2. Acro said, "I believe the Spurs need to make a trade. They are built to beat OKC, not built for other contenders. Giannis, please request to stagger Wemby's minutes."
Mm-hmm.
Dylan Harper, Steph Castle, Harrison Barnes, picks.
Okay, Mars, when you say pick,
there if I have to.
How many picks we talking about?
I mean, I'm already giving you.
Yeah, you get like two.
Harper.
You get like two.
Yeah,
Dylan Harper's a first round pick.
There's basically a first round pick.
Yeah, you just got a number 2 pick. That's a first round pick. Stephen Castle was a number 4 pick, rookie of the year. That's another pick right there. Yeah. So I'm really giving you. So we'll give you Harrison Barnes, Keldon Johnson, Dylan, Stephon Castle, and some picks.
I'll take 5 ones off your hands.
Wait, all of them? You got to trade all of them?
I'll take 5.
Ideally, I keep one of the young guards, but we'll see.
You can't have Steph. You can't have Stephon Castle.
Yeah, ideally, I keep one of the young guards, but push comes to shove, I'm at the point. Dylan Harper can't shoot right now. He's a rookie. The Spurs are better.
Yeah,
Dylan's
been disappointing.
Yeah.
And I'll also
the Spurs are closer than I thought to being like legit. The Spurs are closer than I thought to being legit. So I think getting Giannis on the Spurs with Wemby on a rookie contract makes sense.
Hey, Mars, can I?
Ron, you won that battle. I ain't gonna lie.
The reason why I chose elbows up, Mars, because I'm trying to get your attention because I was wondering if I could coax you into taking Kuzma off my hands for another 2. Is that possible?
Sure. Harrison Barnes replacement.
I'm gonna be honest. I'm not even interested in Giannis no more. You try for me, Kuzma. Like, we gonna get Giannis and Thanasis because we gotta take Thanasis. He's like,
gotta take Thanasis.
We gotta take Thanasis. So we're gonna take Giannis and Thanasis, Harrison Barnes, Keldon Johnson, and Dylan Harper and some picks.
And 4 ones, and then take Kuz off my hands in a separate deal for how about you give me a 2 for next year?
Send Kuzma to Shanghai. I don't know why you're trying to send him to San Antonio.
I'm trying to send him to you because I want one. I want one of your
Why?
2s because I need draft.
Why
picks
would
to
I
start
give
over.
you a pick for Kyle Kuzma?
Because it's Kyle Kuzma and he is still a viable NBA player.
Because you need shooting. That's why.
He's viable to
Yes,
who? He's viable to
Shooting.
who?
I
You need
think he
some
can knock that. I still think he
transition
can
Let me
knock
check
that
Kyle
shot.
Kuzma's good old 3-point percentage.
I don't know.
No, I said they need
some sort of
shooting. They need
transition
they
offense,
need
though.
somebody to come and shoot.
92%.
No higher
That
than-
means one in every 3 threes he makes them. Yeah,
He-
There you
he
go.
can
He's what?
get 'em
He's
up.
how much?
That's all
yeah
I
you'll
know.
take it in Milwaukee. Yeah, for sure.
1 in 3 threes. I think that's worth a 2, a late 2. What do you say, Moss? You won't give me the goddamn kid that I've been asking for years now. But now I'm asking for a 2 for Kyle Kuzma late in the second round, and I'm getting this nonsense from you, Moss. What the hell?
Let me look at my roster right now.
Look at this right.
I
This
will
kid is
happily
Moss.
give you. How would you like a good old Riley Minix?
No, I need a 2 because I can actually do some homework on the 2. Like Riley Minix, I'm not really sure what Riley Minix is. Has he even played any minutes?
I will give you Harrison Ingram.
I don't know. Who
He was a late
Harrison
second round
Ingram is.
pick. Oh, it's a late 2. What do you mean?
Maybe
I'll
I
give you
don't. Maybe
Harrison
I don't
Ingram.
Maybe I don't want Harrison Ingram. Maybe I might
Then
have
Kyle
my eye on
Kuzma.
somebody.
Then you're keeping Kyle Kuzma. I'm not done.
Fuck.
All right, y'all. The next super chat I got is from Very Serious Dude 6'9". Very Serious Dude said, "Is Brunson underrated?"
Well, what do you have him rated at? What do you think he's? Do you think
Depends
he's
on
a top 10 player in the game? Do you think he's a top 15 player in the game? Like, do you think he's the best point guard in the game? Because I don't. I think that he's. I mean, I think you can make an argument for him to being legit a top 10 player. I mean, that's as far as I'm going. But
Yeah, where is Brunson rated?
yeah, what do you think he's rated at?
That's an interesting question. I think if
Top
you're
12, 13?
yeah, that's probably around where I would have.
Giannis, Jokic, Wemby, Luka, and 6 guys who I think are better, like undeniably to me.
KD.
I'm taking
Steph.
Kawhi, Steph, KD. How many is that? 9. I'm taking
9.
Cade.
I'm not taking KD
probably.
over Jalen Brunson.
Yeah, we know. I'm
Mitchell.
taking Cade. So that'll be 10.
I'm not taking.
I'm
KD.
gonna let Joel Embiid keep playing in the silence of wherever, but
Jason
you
Tatum,
know it's the same.
Jaylen Brown.
Oh, yeah, Jason Tatum if he's healthy, yeah, sure. Donovan Mitchell, yeah, probably like that 11 through like 14.
Him and Donovan Mitchell are battling it out for
15.
whatever that is.
Yeah, I'd have
Around
Brunson
there.
probably like 11 through 14 if I'm really optimistic, maybe like 9. But like back end of the top 10 is probably as high as I would go. But yeah, I'm not. Yeah.
But I'm also of the belief that you can 1000% win a championship if he's your best offensive player. Like I'm not even questioning that at all.
Especially with the salary he's on, like that's what makes
Really?
him not detrimental. In having like he's making so little compared to how good he is that you can fill out the roster to hide him on defense. Cat just doesn't make a whole lot of sense to me. But like if you were to prioritize defense with Mikal, OG, like if they were to have like a good Anthony Davis, like I think they'd be perfectly fine. Not this Anthony Davis. Anthony Davis sucks now, but like a good Anthony Davis. That's like kind of the type of player.
Yeah. All right. The Jonathan Frazier said, "Do me a favor, fellas. Please don't let Swiper off the hook tomorrow for these Denver choke jobs. This is the second week in a row he gets to dodge the smoke." Yeah, Swiper was supposed to come up here today. It's crazy.
They've probably
Was
been
he?
good enough.
I'm gonna be honest. The
Yeah.
Nuggets are what, the 3 seed, and they've been dealing with all these injuries. Like,
Yeah,
you
they've
try to
been
make
good
a
enough.
victory lap on Swiper. Like the Nuggets aren't having an amazing season. It's like, just leave it alone at this point.
Their
Like,
best
they're the 3
player.
seed.
Build up
Their
the
best
smoke.
player's been hurt. Aaron Gordon's been in and out. Christian Brown's been in and out. Like they've been dealing with injuries up and down throughout the season. And then because they lose a couple games short-handed, let's victory lap on Swiper, I guess. Like they're half a game
And
back
Christian
from
Brown
the
has been out more than he's been in, by the way.
Cam Johnson
this
too.
trying to run victory lap on Swiper is getting kind of old at this point. Like the Nuggets, you can't really run victory laps on the Nuggets right now.
Yeah, patience is a virtue, my friend.
Yeah, run the victory laps when they're healthy in the playoffs and losing round 2. There you go, run the victory
Just
laps.
wait,
But running the victory laps when they're half a game back to the 2 seed while being decimated by injuries because they lost a 1-possession game to the team that is now number 1 in the power rankings. I guess. Like,
they just like coming for our boys.
Oh, got no patience for that. I can't wait. I can't wait till April or May.
Without
So
Aaron Gordon, without Christian
and
Brown,
Friday.
without Aaron Gordon, without Christian Brown, and without their best player, Joker, without these 3 guys.
They just like making out.
Alex, bring your Windex tomorrow.
I would not be surprised to see Denver in the NBA championship. I would not.
Imagine
All right,
2026 is the year we saw Jokic versus Embiid in the finals. I'd cry.
Whoa.
Hey, why you playing though?
Okay, right.
Why you
Okay,
playing
Mars.
though?
You might be onto something here, Mars.
Embiid's gonna give him 40.
Hey,
Yeah,
hold
we're a
on.
few
What
years.
did
We're
they
a few
play?
years
Embiid's
late.
gonna
But
give him
hey,
40. Don't worry about that.
Embiid gonna average
Wait.
76 points per game in the finals. Yeah, I'm here for him, man. Come on.
What's the dates that they play each other this year? I
The
know they
Denver
played each other
Nuggets
one
do.
time. I know Jokic wasn't there. I hope we get like a late March.
Well, if the
late March
game's in
game.
Denver, then
March
you know.
the 17th. March the 17th is in Denver. Yep.
DMP.
March
So
But,
we
yeah,
know
Embiid,
Embiid not playing
we
that
will not
game.
be seeing.
Yeah, we will not be seeing Embiid in that one.
Oh no,
Let's,
it might be
let's
different
see if
this
they're
year.
gonna have the back-to-back excuse. The Philly might have the back-to-back excuse. Let's see.
Because they just played
March
them. They just
17th,
played them
you said?
earlier this month. Yeah, they just played Denver.
March
I hope
earlier.
they have a
17th.
back-to-back where that's the
It's
first.
not
of
off a
back-to-back.
back-to-back. So if Embiid wanted to play, if Embiid's healthy, we still that's still a if. We don't know what 2 months from now holds. So they play the Nets on the 14th, then the Blazers on the 15th. Logically speaking, Embiid would play the 14th game against the Nets and then play the Nuggets on 3 days of rest. Logically. Now, if he's duck in Denver, he probably just plays the Blazers game, skips the Nuggets game, and then plays the Kings. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens.
Nice on us.
Re- Real quick on Philly, though, I know we talked about them the other day, and it seemed like me and Chill were up here just being negative Nancy's. But I actually want to say something
Which you
very
were.
positive about
We were
Joel
not.
Embiid and the Philadelphia 76ers. I watched them last night. They look very good. Shout out to PG turning back the clock, hitting some shots. I think that's what they're missing. That is going to be their X factor. Can Paul George be
Paul George
reliable
play like he's making
offensively?
50 million?
Yeah, exactly. But I mean, he doesn't necessarily have to get 30 every game. That's not, the case. But if he could just be a reliable open shooter, which I mean, Paul George usually can be that. Joel Embiid is looking fantastic. We just talked about where does Jalen Brunson rank in the league. I think Tyrese Maxey has put himself in the conversation to be in a tier with the Jalen Brunson and Donovan Mitchell. I think he's been that good this year. Tyrese Maxey's been unbelievable. And then it was also good to see Jared McCain hit a few shots.
He's
he played
back-to-back
well.
good games for him.
Yeah, he's played well now. So I'm Chill. They finna get me on the train, Chill. I ain't gonna lie. I'm finna hop on that little Philly train.
You're not welcome. You're not welcome.
I'm welcome
Houston and
anywhere
LA.
I go. I'm welcome anywhere.
Stay
I'm
down
good in
south
every
and out
hood.
west. You're not welcome.
I'm good in every hood.
If I'm being honest with you, Mars, I saw Joel.
But yeah,
Embiid.
Philly look.
Joel's better than you guys thought. That's all it is.
I was about to say, Mars, I saw Joel Embiid catch a lob yesterday.
He did.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I held my breath when Tyrese Maxey threw that bullshit. I ain't gonna lie.
He still didn't show
I was like,
he ain't got it though.
Is the big fella back?
It's the best he's looked in 2 years. It's the best he's looked in 2 years. So there's that.
You might be onto something, Mars. If we could get a Denver Philly finals, I'm not doing
I'm definitely not betting on it. I don't think Philly are going to the finals.
I'm not.
But if we could see it,
I already told y'all.
Like the way they set up right now, this is like their best chance. Also, Jason Tatum is absolutely planning on coming back this year.
Yeah, he is.
I watched his podcast. I can't remember what the podcast was called. It seems like he's planning on coming back like after the All-Star break.
Yeah.
Because like he said, if I come back this year, they would have played like 50, 60 games without me. Which means he's planning on coming back like pretty much right after the All-Star break. like
come on,
in and
JT.
around March.
And that's why Ron.
Now, I don't
my,
know if that's
team
actually going to happen, but
trade
that
was
seems like in his
Boston.
mind that seems to be the plan. So
The Pivot is the name of the
We'll
show,
see.
Mars, with Ryan Clark.
yeah, that's it. So
Say that
we'll
again,
see.
Damien?
Like he did just say like he wasn't like, oh yeah, I'm planning, but like he like just said it in passing, like if I come back, they would have played 50 or so games without me. So like logistically,
Sounds like we got a
in terms of where
target
that
date.
puts them
That's
in-
what it sounds
yeah,
like.
where that puts them in the schedule, that's like right after the All-Star break. So
At
it
least
seems
wait
like
till the
Jason
first
Tatum's
week of
probably
April.
targeting.
Just give it 2 more months. Wait till the first week of April.
Nah.
I got a better idea. How about we give it
That's
6 more months and we wait till October on opening night? How
That's
about
where
we do
I'm
that
at.
for an
That's
idea?
where I'm
at.
How about we do
10
that?
more months.
That's where
I'm
I'm
with
at.
That's
that
why.
too.
That's
Why
what I
we
was
do that?
saying. That's what I was saying,
10
Ron,
more,
that-
10 more months
Why we
sounds
do
way
that?
better. Let's wait till October.
Yeah,
But
let's
if
wait till
you got-
opening
if
night
you
in
gotta
October.
Do it.
Yeah,
If you
I'm with
got to
you guys
do
on
it,
that.
I think two more months makes a significant difference when it comes to recovery and stuff. So if you got to come back, JT, just come back April Fool's Day. Come back April 1st. You know what I'm saying? And just get back to it then. If you have to do it, just wait as long as possible. I'm
Jason
begging
Tatum
you.
tore his Achilles a month
begging you.
before Tyrese Halliburton did.
Yes.
Like, there's not a big gap between Tyrese Halliburton tearing his Achilles and Jason Tatum. And we're talking about Jason Tatum coming back this season. And obviously, Indiana are playing for nothing. But we know Tyrese is coming back next October. And there was only a month between the two. And I just heard Tyrese Halliburton on Mind the Game say he was playing 3-on-3 the other day.
Yeah.
And he thought he was feeling good. And then Benedict Mathurin decided to play like an NBA player against him. And he's like, oh, shit, I got a long way to go. And they're only a month apart.
Which, by the way, Ron.
Well, Tyrese said
which-
JT though. Like, also,
Yeah, I'm
remember
not saying,
this
but I'm
top
saying
3
if they're
player in the
only a
world,
month apart,
you know,
and Tyrese
saying-
Halliburton is saying
Right.
Benedict Mathurin hit me with a hezzy. He was at the rim, and I was
he
still at the
three-point
3-point line.
Yeah.
And it's the
I'm
same
sorry.
time.
That's-
Matthews-
I struggle
that's
to
why-
be
He don't play
optimistic
defense to
that
the
a
level of
month
Jason
more of
Tatum,
Jason
you know?
Tatum is
But
the
that's why I
This
said
is.
that when we're
I
doing
want
the-
everybody
That's
to
fine.
know that this is absolutely disgusting behavior out of Ron right now because he's trying to rush JT back just
How
to
am
hate
I
on
trying
him.
to rush
And
So when
JT
JT
back?
doesn't
back
look
up.
like
JT does
Jason
not
Tatum,
listen
Yeah,
to the panel,
exactly.
and he's not
when I
like,
said
you
Devin
know what?
Booker was better than Jason Tatum.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Here we
exactly.
go.
That's why.
Listen,
That's
here
why
we
my
go.
thing was.
Ron,
when
don't
we're
act
doing
like
Also,
you
he
ain't
the-
can
doing
run
that
the
neither.
big
Team
like
trade
Jalen
thing.
Brown's
So
always
I
been
got
better than
influence
Jason
on
Tatum.
Jason
I want a
Tatum.
Boston.
Jason
I
Tatum,
want a
if you're
Boston.
listening to this, you know what, Jason Tatum, if you're listening to this, I'm gonna tell you to do the right thing. Be like me, and you don't gotta worry about patience. See, you guys don't wait till May to cook Swiper. I'm gonna cook Swiper tomorrow. Hey, Jason Tatum, you don't gotta wait till April Fool's Day. You don't gotta wait till the playoffs. Come back in March and let these fools know who you
Ron, this
are.
is the same Tyrese Halliburton who's up to 215 now, by the way. That's how big he is. He's
Coming
up
back
to
from an Achilles
15
in 10
pounds.
months is a bad idea. I'm sorry.
Oh my
It's a
god!
bad-
And Jason Tatum is so much bigger than Tyrese Halliburton. So
Hey,
much
by the
you
bigger,
calling me right now,
heavy-
y'all.
heavier. It's like you gotta move that weight on that Achilles. It's like I'm just praying he just waits till October, man. Please,
That's
Just
a
please.
much better idea.
You know, and y'all know. I mean,
You
we're
said March
not
17th?
doctors.
That's a much better idea.
You know,
Could you imagine if
not
Jason Tatum
doctors.
actually does come back March 17th?
Could you imagine?
That would be crazy.
But that's why I said that when we're doing our trade teams before teams that need trades, I actually went like left field with it and said Boston because I reckon that the way they're playing, the way they set up, JT's coming back, Joe Mazzulla at the helm, man. If they can fix the center position by the trade deadline, we could be talking about a
If
team.
Boston is serious, Jason Tatum for Giannis. If they're serious,
I mean, look,
if they
I've seen the
genuinely
JJ
think we're a
stuff.
2 seed right now, Giannis is available.
Nah, don't do that. Don't do that. But I want
would,
Jason
but
Tatum to be able to just to chill.
once
and
again,
not
I
to worry
wouldn't
about
wait.
nothing. But Jalen Brown needs another Finals MVP.
Oh, that's why he
Boston.
said no to Giannis. That's why he said no.
Boston.
Cool. Okay.
We got DeMontis Sabonis over here back healthy.
If he finishes
I
his sentence,
want-
I'm leaving.
I
If he finishes
want
his sentence, I'm leaving. I'm not about to listen to
Yeah,
it.
I'm just saying, I
Yeah.
want Celtics jerseys before. I don't got no problem doing that. Come on, man, come get my man.
Yeah, you used to wear them Paul Pierce jerseys because you think
Hell yeah, I want a Paul Pierce
The
jersey.
team
you
I was
think
going to say that
he's-
should make trades was the Sacramento Kings, by the way.
Yeah, I had a couple Paul Pierce jerseys.
Blow up
The
those.
white
Paul
one,
George
the gray
clears,
one, and
by
the
the
black
way.
one.
I got to run. Y'all see it tomorrow.
Sure.
Later,
All
All
Dave.
right,
Damien.
Damien. Teddy Hart sent through a $30 super chat and said Atlanta should package Nickeil Alexander-Walker, Porzingis, Ricochet, and the Pelicans pick, plus additional picks if needed for Giannis/Thanasis. A lineup of Dyson, CJ McCollum, Corey Kispert, Jalen Johnson, and Giannis makes them
Oh my
contenders.
God, that is terrible.
For big lineup,
That
bench
lineup is
Kispert and
so
put a combo
bad.
at the 5.
You just sent him to another Bucks.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what I was about to say. He basically
Nah, if I'm the Bucks, if I'm the Bucks, I'm
Bruh.
absolutely doing that. By the way, for the
Hell
simple
no.
reason, if I have the Pelicans pick, that means I get the
That's the
Pelicans
kicker.
pick, and I get the less favorable of the swaps, which means potentially I could get the number 1 and number 2 pick
Yeah.
because the Pels
that's what I'm
suck
doing.
and we suck.
Yeah.
Potentially, we could get the number 1 and number 2
Bro.
pick in this
That's
draft.
mean.
Yeah, you've rebuilt already.
That's me. You
But-
get AJ and Cam?
Yeah, like you do, AJ, you do that.
I don't know.
Shit, you already up. You've already won the trade. But for Atlanta, no, you guys just suck. I don't,
That brother
I don't
really
think
put
that
that
team's as bad
five
as you
out
guys
there and
would
was
let.
like, "Oh no, this Pittsburgh and CJ. Oh yeah, that's the one."
Well, hold on, no.
Yeah.
CJ with Giannis to get busy,
bro.
though.
Hell,
CJ and Giannis
Ron,
to get
I'm
busy.
leaving a chick
I'm not-
who
I'm not
smokes
saying-
he'd be
cigarettes
the
with
that.
chicks
No,
that
no,
smoke
Chill, you're
weed,
right.
Ron.
Middleton
That's
5
what I'm
years
doing.
ago. That's what he'd be the.
Chill,
leaving
you
the
are
pick.
right, but that
That's what
team
I'm
is
doing.
still better than the Bucks, and they still like.
I mean, that's not
They're
true.
not
They
terrible.
better than the
Yeah,
Bucks.
well,
not-
chill,
it's
man.
not.
That's
It's
what-
not.
after a long day work, you sometimes want to sit back with your girl on the balcony, smoking.
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest. That's just disrespectul to Giannis.
Yeah, I blew a couple Newports with my girl.
But cigarettes?
Newport.
No, sir.
Hell
No, sir. Smoking ports down to the green line. I would not have it.
Ain't nothing wrong
I'm
with a Newport and a
Houston, if I'm
6-pack,
Houston, I'm
man.
looking
Come
at-
on, yo.
I'm 100% picking up the phone if I'm Oklahoma.
If I'm
City.
Houston, I'm looking at Giannis and seeing what. The
Okay, but who are you trading for?
price is. That's what I'm
Anybody,
saying.
Kevin Durant can go.
I'm seeing what the price is. Anything but
Alfred?
anything but KD. I'm like, well, listen.
If I'm Milwaukee, I'm
I'm
calling
kinda
up
with Morris
Oklahoma
on that.
City. That's who I'm calling up. I'm calling up Oklahoma City. And what you're going to do is you're going to put all those draft picks together. You're going to hand me all. I don't want some of them. I want all of them.
Yeah, I'll give you J-Dub at this point.
I want all of them. That's
want
what
all
I'll take
of
it,
them.
too.
That's what I want.
Yeah, I'll give you J-Dub. I'll give you J-Dub. I'll give you as many picks as you want. If for whatever reason you want Nikola
Hey.
Jokic, there you go.
And put that little light
Make
skin
some
boy in there,
shake, yeah.
too.
Which one?
For sure, put that little light skin boy. Hey, the way he over there
Deal,
hooping.
Mars.
Oh, AJ?
Yeah, AJ gotta come.
I'm representing Mars.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got a deal.
Deal.
I told
go.
y'all already.
Okay, so you
No,
can really.
you can't.
They can
can't
really
do
get
that.
Giannis if they wanted to. Yeah.
Okay, so you
Yes,
can really.
but if
I
you're
think we're-
Milwaukee,
just
if you're
straight
Milwaukee, you can't allow them to do that. So you tell them, yeah, you can have Giannis.
Why not? They're not in my conference, and we're not trying to win right now.
SGA. Because you just don't do that to the league. You just don't do that to the league. Have some integrity. Y'all see,
Yo,
I
fellas.
see.
You
y'all
giving me
four
28
surrounding
picks
me.
and J-Dub? What
No,
better
no,
rebound am I
exactly.
getting?
Hey, Big Ox, Mars, chill.
Yes, sir.
I got time today. I feel like pod. We could go another 45 minutes. I'm just
I
letting
do
you
not
guys know
have
it is
time
a
today,
significant amount of
I
super
stand to
chats.
chill. Yeah,
I
I
do
stand
not
to
have
chill.
time
but-
today,
Okay.
no.
Go ahead, go ahead, go
we
ahead.
go.
I'll be quiet
Yeah,
and
we
I'll answer
gotta
the
we
super
gotta
chats.
go. It is a
I'll answer the
significant
super
amount of
chats in
super
a
chats.
timely
Yes,
manner.
sir.
I'll answer the super chats in a
All
timely
right, all right.
You'll see why I'm great.
Well, this next super chat, speaking of what we were just talking about, is from Teddy Hart. Teddy Hart said, "We're missing iHeart, or missing iHeart is more detrimental than people think. It's OKC's only true center. Would love if they packaged Dang, Kenrich Williams, and 2 to 3 second-round picks for Bobby Portis since Milwaukee is rebuilding."
Yeah, hey, it's gonna be some of. Hey, we finna see some of that.
Giannis doing monkey wrench in this whole thing, boy. It's about to be nasty as hell out here, real talk.
It's gonna be
What?
nasty.
Bobby Portis.
Oh my goodness, man.
Yes, sir.
Miles Turner
By the
right
way,
there on
oh-
the roster, by the way. He said,
OKC wasn't having
man.
this we're missing iHeart problem last year. Just FYI.
"Oh, Dalton connect him onto the trade."
Great,
Well done.
fantastic.
Demanded a trade.
I'm
Just
tired.
that nigga want me to go out there and help him back. Hey,
can't
we'll
demand
trade
stuff.
him for. You don't even have to give us nothing. We'll just give you the nigga. That's gonna be the first time in NBA history a team just gives a player away. We'll give him away. Where do you want to go? Where? do you
When
wanna
will
go,
players
dog?
start realizing you can't demand stuff without any leverage or power? You can't just
Man,
make
bro.
demands.
This is actually a conversation, Ron, that I'd like to have some other time. And the reason why is because I can demand not to work here anymore. Because I don't want to work here no more.
Then
I can do that.
Then quit, nigga. Go home.
No, I'm not quitting.
But
you
you not.
using me.
You
I'm not
can't
quitting.
You can't
No, I'm not
demand
quitting.
nothing. You want to quit?
You're not
You don't
using
gotta
me.
demand
I can
quit, man.
play.
Where's your letter?
I
Where's your
demand
letter
to
of
be somewhere
resignation?
where I can be more effective.
Resign.
Could you imagine they just
Retire.
called him and just told him to go?
We've had
Yes.
that.
Well, I mean, that did just happen to Chris
Yeah.
Paul.
Mhm.
Man,
We have had
when
that.
you don't got no power and you don't got no leverage, you try to demand something. All right, bro.
All right, well,
No.
we got a
all right,
super
go
chat
on, go on, get.
that was demanded from a very serious dude. Very serious dude said the Orlando Magic need to trade Paulo or Franz to the Grizzlies for Triple J and picks.
He must be a Grizzlies fan. I don't know
Oh
what
my
he go.
God.
Yeah.
This
We
what we
need this
doing,
deadline
Ron?
to hurry up and
I do think
pass
one of
it,
them need to
Bob,
go,
man.
though. If I'm the Magic, I am heavily considering shopping both of them and just seeing
Just go get
seeing what's
Darius
out there.
Garland. Just go get
If
Darius
I'm
Garland.
the
They'll be all right.
Magic, I'm heavily considering blowing up the whole team. Suck.
It's not working.
Well, that mid.
Rebuild.
That mid. They don't
Restart.
suck. That mid.
It's not working.
Still got 40 games.
All right,
to play,
DS
y'all.
DSG Piccolo said, if I, oh, you just trying to make sure that take that you made before the season ages correctly, brother.
Nah, I don't really care
You
about that type of shit. That's
okay.
not a big deal to me.
DSG Piccolo said, if I see Mikhail bum ass Bridges on my team, I'ma lose my fucking mind. Hell no, I'm good on that. We got them picks. Mikhail ain't worth the Milwaukee picks.
You know, he's definitely
Didn't he
not
buzzer
worth
beat
the
on y'all
Bucks
last year?
picks. We know what the Bucks picks gonna be. Like, he not worth that.
Did Mikal
Some of these players that y'all be calling ass, I'd be so confused. I'm like,
Yeah.
to me,
Right.
Mikal Bridges is a good player. I don't know.
Yeah, what are you
When I
talking
see him,
about?
No,
And he had a
Mikal
buzzer
cool.
beat on y'all
Mikal
last
cool.
year in your building.
He did
He
do
had a
that.
buzzer
He had
beat
that
on
35
y'all.
that
Thought
game.
about that.
Yeah, he had a buzzer beat
That was
on
a
y'all
game. That was a
last year.
game where
Y'all
Scoot was
talking
going
about
crazy.
y'all.
I remember that game. Scoot was
Hell
going crazy,
no.
and Mikal ruined it. But no,
Yeah.
Mikal cool. Like Mikal cool. I just think Mikal kind of he just
I
not
think
overly
Mikal Bridges
physical.
is a championship starting quality player in the league.
I do
Yeah,
too.
I would argue that. I just think he's not overly physical, and I think that rubs people the wrong way sometimes.
Mhm.
But like he's still cool. I ain't gonna.
Yo,
problem
Ox,
with
grab the next one.
All
Hurry up.
right, let's see.
that. We about to sit in silence.
No, I got this. I'm more mature than that, Morris. Unlimited Z Hoop Talks. Not gonna lie, I think Giannis has been breaking down faster because he hasn't had a proper offseason in the last few years. Just my theory.
He hasn't had a
Oh yeah, I
problem.
strongly disagreed with the idea that Giannis was declining. By the way, when that was said, the breaking down part I'm fine with, but the idea that Giannis is declining, I don't.
Yeah, Giannis in decline was
I
was
actually like
something to me.
strongly disagree with that. But
Yeah.
Right. Howdy 789. Giannis been a great post player and role man this year. I don't know if Mars can find the numbers. He's been great on the O boards too. He has evolved on offense.
yeah, he has. I mean, where is he? 1.116 points per possession in the post and 1.6 points per possession as a pick and roll man. And then the offensive rebound numbers, I think, are the highest of his career. So, yeah.
People saw him not being able to do pick and roll with Dame and just swear that Giannis can be a roller in pick and roll.
He still doesn't do it a whole lot, but like he's effective, like because he can catch everything, like he can finish everything.
Mm-hmm.
So just give him a competent playmaker. That's gonna be cool.
Yeah. We'll just call this person Li. Said, if I'm Milwaukee, I'm farting on the phone. OG and Cat for a top 3 player. Are y'all smoking?
Unless you're trading him for Jokic or Shea, like yeah, I don't think you're gonna get equal
Yeah,
value.
you're not
for
getting
Giannis.
equal value, obviously.
But I also think Milwaukee aren't obligated to trade him in the next week and a half.
By the way,
they could just move him in the offseason if they
Yep.
wanted to. Like, they're
or
not
as I would
obligated
call
to
it,
trade
real talk on check day. That's draft night. That's probably when
Mhm.
I can have. I think I got the most value. So we'll see.
Now, for entertainment, I'd love to see Giannis get traded in the next week and a half because we know
Oh,
that's gonna be
for
the whole-
sure.
that's going to be the whole week of episodes. So I know that
Oh,
I just
man.
show up,
That's
talk
gonna be
about
a fun
Giannis, whatever. But like
Jeez,
for
man.
the Bucks, like they're not obligated to do so.
Come on, Milwaukee. Don't just sit on your hands.
Ron, is
Come on.
Is Milwaukee petty enough to do something like ship him to Sacramento?
Well, depending on what the package is, that's not terrible, Chip. It's not
Next
terrible.
Super Chat, next
I mean,
Super Chat,
for the rest of this year, it's terrible. We're cooked. There's nothing can save us from this year. But you know what I'm saying? If we still got Zach LaVine, Malik, we could be a decent basketball team. Yeah, for sure.
I can see it.
No, you can't.
We'll be better than what the Bucks are right now. Shit.
Hey, as long as Russ over there, anything is possible. But in
My
Fab,
God, Giannis and Russ on the court together.
hey, I'm here for it, man. Let's get it done. Let's get it done, y'all.
We'll
definitely be better
than the Bucks.
InFab said, Ware, Hero, Jaime, 3 to 4 picks, Davion, Powell, Wiggins, Giannis, Bam with Spo. Yeah, they coming out the East, even win it, or could even win it.
Who's coming off the bench for you, goofball?
That's a contender.
Who's playing in the rotation, goofball?
You think I give a fuck about a
What
bench?
the hell?
Are you serious? Oh no, I lost Jaime Jaquez.
I'm sorry, the best rotation player in the game this year?
Okay, give me the best player in the fucking world. What? What?
Oh my goodness.
What? What?
Giannis is
Jaime
already.
Jaquez gonna hold up my Giannis trade?
No, he is not holding up your Giannis trade. But what we are not doing is we're not giving up my entire rotation for Giannis, because who else is going to play, Mars? We need other people to play because he ain't going to play the whole game.
I got my demon Pell Lawson. Pell Lawson got me. My demon
They
Pell
do got
Lawson
Pell.
got me.
play a certain
Yeah,
amount
my
of minutes.
demon Pell Lawson got me. Fontecchio got me. Drew
They do
Smith
got
got me.
Fontecchio.
Jovic got me. These guys, all they
do
gotta
got
do,
Jovic.
come in, play some defense, and don't blow the lead every game. That's it. Yeah, give me Giannis. Jaime Jaquez holding up Giannis.
I ain't say Jaime Jaquez was holding him up. I'm asking who.
I still going. What's that point guard's name? Yakuchonis. That
Yeah,
rookie
the
point
rook
guard?
from
We
Illinois.
got him. We chilling. When Terry Rozier beats his case, we got Terry.
Oh, boy. Oh, boy.
All right. A very serious dude, 69, sent through yet another super chat and said Giannis Antetokounmpo for Paolo Banchero.
If I'm Orlando, yeah, I'll do that.
Yes, yeah.
And
If I'm Milwaukee, I do this too.
Yeah, I don't hate it.
If I'm Milwaukee,
I don't hate that.
a 22, 23-year-old superstar,
Mhm.
potential superstar. Potential superstar. Damn.
That's how they described Tobias Harris once upon a time.
Exactly. When I compare Paulo to Tobias on Twitter, oh
That
my
is
goodness,
disgusting.
Paulo and
All right,
Steve
chill.
is so
Later,
bad.
So
fellas,
y'all
I'll
done ran
see
chill
y'all
out of
tomorrow.
town with this.
Oh man, they were upset
Now, if
with
I'm
me.
Milwaukee, though, I for real, like, we could talk.
We
We
have to
Paulo
see
was
Paolo
getting
and like
Tobias Harris,
and
Melo.
I need Anthony
You know,
Black
but-
too. You know, I need Anthony Black. I need probably 2, 3 first. You know what I'm saying? It can't just be Paolo. Obviously, it can't be 1 for 1.
Paulo Anthony Black get it done for me.
Niggas said I drive Hambe to the airport myself.
Goon King Forever said Jeremy Grant, Scoot, Yang Hansen, Matisse Thybulle in a 2028 first from Orlando, 2028 first from Milwaukee, 2029 first from Boston, and or Milwaukee's 2020 first round pick from Milwaukee for Giannis. Get done.
So Giannis to Portland. I mean, yeah, Portland's own the Bucks picks. So like, if the Bucks really do want to rebuild, them having their own picks is in their best interest. If you just reunite Giannis and Dame next season, I guess. But I mean, if I'm Portland,
they did that, they
I
played
don't
this
think
shit.
that's too expensive. To be fair, like I don't think that's too bad. Yeah, that's not bad.
If I catch
Everybody
if I
is
catch
gonna
any
write
wind
up
of
their
that-
trade for Giannis. This is about to be
Shit.
fun. This is gonna be fun.
But Giannis got traded for a Trae Young package. That shit gonna be hilarious.
Yeah, there's a Laker fan right now putting Rui. and
They heard Dalton demanded the trade. They put him in the Giannis.
Yeah, they're putting Dalton in the trade.
That is
I
ridiculous.
already know.
You guys need help.
Oh,
You really need help if you're doing that right now.
No.
Sauce Boss 3321 said Mars is right. I'd rather have multiple Terry Roziers throwing the games on my squad than Kuzma. Also, salute to Real Talk. Nice seeing you on Let's Keep It a Buck.
Oh yeah! Shout out to the Let's Keep It a Dollar in their community. Shout out to Damo and Souls Omar. I'm saying nice little episode.
Speaking of souls and Omar, you know what just popped up on my my feed or whatever yesterday? It was that what you call it? That Black Friday when I got robbed when me versus Ticket.
Man. You think
Yeah,
you got robbed?
I 100% got robbed. Everybody that knows anything about basketball knows I got robbed. The reason I didn't. The reason what happened, real talk, is because when I pod, I like to look at StreamYard. I had my camera up on something else, and I was looking at my laptop. You could see me looking at my laptop. They're like, "Oh, you're just reading," which I did have a lot of notes. I did definitely have a lot of notes. But they're like, "You're looking at your laptop. Stop looking at your laptop." Like I'm looking at StreamYard. But motherfuckers don't got critical thinking skills. They don't
debate.
understand that type of shit.
Yeah,
they don't understand. They don't understand.
They don't understand. Yeah, they don't be getting it. They don't be getting it.
Reminds me of somebody else in the chat.
When you're not podding, you don't
MP13.
understand that you look at StreamYard, which is on my laptop. You know what I'm saying? But yeah. And then,
all right, well, we got a couple new members, but I want to shout out our Hall of Famers first. That includes Multi Kenny, Worldwide Mace Television, Cheese TV, or Cheese 15, Bulletproof, Small Boxes, Drago FC, D&E MLV, Spider Gang, Teddy Hart, Rob Deere, and Kingster. Friday will be here soon. If you guys want to come up on the panel and cook anybody, just request who you want to cook, and I'll set it up. Y'all know how I could do that little two.
Is Frank a Hall of Famer?
I would set it up. Nah, he's not, unfortunately.
Damn, Frank, tell some more insurance, broke ass nigga. Hey, become a Hall of Famer so you can come up here, Frank.
Come on,
Frank. Oh, he got something to say in the chat, Frank. Get your money
Real
up.
Talk.
Come a Hall of Famer.
I would never let Frank cook you. I would never let him do that.
Stand up for yourself, Frank. Frank be pulling up on Chill with Chill. Hey, one more thing though, real quick. Because remember when Dale came up after the show and said that little slick shit like, well, how could you say this about stats and you looking at your laptop? Don't forget, 4 weeks later, we did the Jingle Bells, or whatever we called it, that debate, and Dale got his ass swept. Y'all don't forget Dale said that slick shit and got body bagged. Head on the spike. Shout out my nigga Dub.
All right. The next super chat, speaking
I made Dale touch every wall in the crib. Throttling his ass.
Speaking of Dale, Big Ox, you got bigger Dale problems to worry about. Dale Ski, a former Hall of Famer, sent through a super chat. Dale Ski said Rollins and Giannis for Şengün, Reed, Tari, and picks. Send it in. KD needs a real sidekick. KD would be the real sidekick. However, either way, he said also, Ox, don't let Don King Ron get you smoked out, buddy. 11-4 to me.
11-4? First of all, what makes you think we playing to 11? I play games at 15. You better get your cardio up. God gonna be out here begging for Murphy.
I'm not mad at this trade, by the way.
If I'm the Suns, Jalen Green, some young players, whatever picks we own, Kamal Malawash and them for Giannis and D-Book. With this culture they go right now, Dylan Brooks, Ryan Dunn.
Not mad at it.
I do.
Gillespie got to stay. It's on.
That's going to be a very interesting debate in Rocket Land. Shout out to Will and them on Twitter. I know they kind of love people in Houston love Alfred Şengün.
Yeah, Rocket's Twitter is mad at me.
Yeah, a lot more than I do. I'm willing to put Alfred Şengün in a trade for Giannis. I'm wondering if other Rocket fans will be interested in doing that. Because they think Alfred Şengün is the sun, the moon, and the stars. So I want to see what they think about that.
All right, the next super chat is from Unlimited Z Hoop Talks. Unlimited Z said to the Steph point, his innate depth perception is a natural born talent that can't be taught, which helps greatly in his shooting. You don't know what Steph's depth perception was when he was 3. God damn.
But he clearly does. But I mean, that is something clearly that is a talent of his.
I feel like if we can't agree that Steph has a natural proficiency to shoot the basketball more than
I don't know why Ron Don.
I feel like we're just disagreeing to disagree.
Yeah,
I feel like
Steph's also probably shot more shots than everybody in the league.
No arguing that.
He has not shot more shots than KD. I don't believe that.
Could you possibly know that? Though?
I mean, once again, we'll never be able to know this. So
Exactly.
When your pops was one of the best shooters in the league, when he was in the league, got to assume.
Nigga, that don't mean nothing. Look how sorry Michael Jordan kids were. Look how sorry Bronny is.
That's not what I said. What I'm saying is when
Bronny hate?
When your pops is one of the best shooters in the league, it's fair to assume that you've probably been shooting the ball for a long time, working on your jump shot. It's probably fair to assume that your pops taught you, different mechanics. That's what I'm saying. It's not just about shooting a lot of shots. It's about shooting a lot of shots right. About how you release. Knowing that we shoot the ball with our wrist and our legs. Learning how to get your arm out of your jump shot early. You know what I'm saying? Learning stuff like that. Flick your wrist. You know what I'm saying? Stuff, just little stuff.
And you know what? Shout out to actually the best shooter in the family, Seth Curry. He was born with innate depth perception too.
Percentage-wise, I mean, I don't think it's coincidental the whole family can shoot. But percentage-wise, I think Seth is the highest of the family.
Yes.
Yeah. I remember what I told y'all on playback, right?
What did you say?
There was a time.
Some nonsense. Yeah,
there was a time, Mars. There was a time.
What was the time? What?
There was a time. We all got time right now, but there was a time.
I don't even know. I really don't even know what you're talking about.
Yeah, I'm trying to see what you're talking about.
Yeah,
what people were saying Seth was better than Steph?
Hey, Seth was the one for the. We all got to get into that.
Seth had like
Seth did go to Duke.
Seth did go to Duke. He had a year or two. You know what I'm saying? Hey, Seth was cold at Duke.
You remember what Seth did to Paul George in the playoffs, right? Real talk.
I can't remember exactly where he went, but Seth was cooking before Duke.
You said what?
That's how he got to
Liberty. Yeah. Real talk. You remember what Seth did to Paul George in the playoffs?
Anything to get some Paul George hate
smack
off.
Your lips for you see it.
I guess, brother. Anything to get some Paul George hate off.
All right, the next super chat is from
when you make the playoffs in the East.
MP13 yet again said Doc Rivers having all these superstars and only one chip is kind of crazy. Meanwhile, Spo's over there with leftover lunch meat and some raw onions.
Spo won his 2 chips with Braun.
With LeBron James.
What? Spo ain't won no chips without Braun, D-Wade, and Bosh.
Oh, man.
That's hilarious. That was a hilarious super chat. I know you think he did something with that one too.
Doc Rivers would have won some chips with Braun. I think.
Shit. I
would have won some.
You know what I'm saying? Shit. There's a period of time from like, let's say 12 to 20. Let's take out 19. Shit. Nigga, LeBron could have been coaching the team and playing, and they would have got to the finals.
No, I'm going to even go back when Braun became the best player in the league. So in my opinion, 09. From 09 to 2020, having Braun on your roster gave you like at least like a 20% chance of the championship. Like Absolutely. Just having Braun, everything else, whatever. Just having Braun alone was like, yeah, you got a 1 in 5 shot. Like just off Braun alone. So shit, I hope you win 2.
Facts, Pirate. Now I don't think you understand what he just described. That's a decent meal right there. Some good,
meat, onions, depending on the, do you have a little seasoning available? You know what I'm saying? Saute the onions. You know what I'm saying?
And if you don't, you just got to know what type of vegetables to put in there to get that flavor.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? See what Mars was talking about earlier. I know how to naturally just cook. It's natural.
I don't believe you, but we're on the internet. We can get lies.
I don't either. But anyways, we got to move on. We got new members. The first member that I'm gonna shout out to is Rox DX. Shout out to Rox DX. 1J Bo also became a member. Shout out to them too. If you're not a member yet, be like Rox and join up. All right. Be True sent through yet another super chat and said, I do agree with Doc. Ultimately, Embiid is ridiculous. Side note, Michael Porter Jr., when he got it going, might be my favorite player to watch right now.
We're gonna talk about MPJ tomorrow for the All-Star episode.
Mars, let me ask you something. If Embiid hit his absolute peak and sustained it, let's give him 5 years. Let's give him a 5-year run. Absolute best
5 year of
Joel
like
Embiid.
24 Embiid, or are we assuming he
Actually,
never gets hurt? So I get like 24 Embiid with like functional knees.
Yeah. Do you think Joel Embiid at his best could have been the best player ever?
I don't think he was ever going to have like the longevity like argument like Bron got.
Yeah, that's what I'm just saying. Best.
No, but I think he could have been like right there. I doubt he was going to be like better than peak Mike, peak Bron. Shaq was a different monster, but like everyone else, like I'm him, Hakeem, Steph, Kobe, Duncan, like all the other names. Yeah, that's how good I think Joel Embiid could have been, offensively, defensively, scoring. Like I don't know what you're meant to do with that. I'm gonna be honest. I don't know what you're meant to do with that. It is what it is. Stuff happens. It's life.
All right. Project Studios 123 said, I saw you guys talking about Derrick Rose and Chicago, and I wanted to know who is more important to OKC, Westbrook or KD?
I would probably say Westbrook.
I think people within OKC would value Russ more. I don't think that's really a hot take. Yeah, I think they would value Russ more. I think the way KD left means a lot to the people in Oklahoma City.
Mm-hmm. KD, I ain't gonna lie. People really, because I was growing up, I was a kid when OKC like started ascending, and Russell Westbrook was a lot of kids' favorite player, like a lot. When people like back in the day when you would get the big heads, those were like the life-size posters or whatever of players. The first one I knew of somebody getting was a Russell Westbrook one, like my friends and stuff. When we played 2K, when you chose OKC, you know, you really playing with Westbrook. You'll kick that bitch out to KD to make a three, but like, bro, you're playing with Russ. Try to dunk with Russ. What took KD to the next level was when KD started making them good ass shoes too. Them little soccer little shits. That kind of took him. They started making him ascend. Yeah,
Russ was different, man.
Mr. Aki 123 said the Pistons have Suns and the Warriors coming up. Main event: Ron Holland versus Brooks. ESPN Friday Fight Night. Main event: Beef Stew versus Javante Green. Over or under 1.5? Oh, that's Draymond. Oh, Draymond Green. Over under 1.5 fights.
The Suns just had a fight with the Nets yesterday, so you know they just battle tested. So yeah, they're gonna be they're gonna be up for it. That's the thing. Like the Suns be getting after it, and yeah, the Pistons be employing people who just looking to fight. So
that's a fact.
Should be interesting.
A fighting team just fits Detroit. You know what I'm saying? Like Detroit should have a team that fight. It just makes
drafted
sense.
Right, man. They drafted right.
Exactly.
Shout out Detroit, man. Sale talks too much. Said, how do y'all feel about Mosley in Orlando? I feel like he's going to be gone soon. It's not just Paolo. Guys like Mo and AB have hinted at coaching issues.
Yeah, he's probably on thin ice. I wouldn't be surprised. Like this is a third straight season struggles. Not all in like not because of him entirely, like injuries and whatnot, but I do think they could do with like having a better offensive scheme and system. So maybe they want to get a new voice in there. I wouldn't be surprised.
Big Za sent through another super chat. What's good, Big Za? Big Za said, who been better this year, Anthony Edwards or Donovan Mitchell?
I wonder if there's still people holding on to the Devin Booker part of that debate.
There shouldn't be. Yeah, though he's really not in these combos anymore. But I had a space. I was doing a space yesterday, and somebody was like, "Oh yeah, I mean, Ant just clears D Mitch this year." And as somebody who is an Ant fan, right, I do think Ant is better. I don't know if people just not watching Donovan Mitchell this year. I don't know. D Mitch is over there in Cleveland, open right now. I don't know. He's having a career
year of his career, I would argue.
Yeah, he's having the best year of his career right now. So he's definitely in the conversation.
KQB64. Hell of a name. KQB64.
No, thank you. No, thank you.
So, would you guys consider doing a fantasy league with Chill, Ox, Mars, Ron, Swiper, Damian, Penn, Real Talk, Jordan, or I think it will be very competitive.
Like basketball?
I'm good.
We gotta do our lineups like every day and shit.
Yeah, Gifted tried to get me in a fantasy league, and once he told me that you have to do that every day, I was like, "Oh, yeah, no, brother, yeah, no, I can't."
My thing is, I would want to do it. I'll forget. Like I would forget too much.
Exactly, Ox. That's what would happen. I'd end up forgetting, and then by the time like December rolled around, it will be so many days where I didn't set my lineup, and I'll be getting my ass kicked. I'll just be like, "All right, I don't even care anymore," and that'd be that. But we'll see about it, though, my man. Maybe we'll do it. Maybe we won't. You never know. But shout out to Dimitri Brutus. Dimitri Brutus became a YouTube member. Salute to you. I got another super chat from OG Team. OG Team said a Giannis ring in New York would be so much more significant than a Milwaukee ring.
Yeah, for you, for sure. Yeah.
Wait, bring up that super chat again. Is that Jalen Jesus? Was that Jalen Jesus?
We'll see. Hey, he'll send through another one. Mars, do you still feel MJ's ball aura?
Yeah, even from where I am right now, sometimes it just resonates. Like you feel the power of the shine. It's like, oh wow, just MJ was just like mentioned somewhere. You feel it. Derrick Rose can't compare.
Shout out to him, man. Salute to you, Brian Cook.
That was a
DSG
hilarious
Piccolo
conversation y'all were having yesterday, by the way.
So we're gonna have it again tomorrow. Multi Kenny finna come up here and fry pan. But anyways, DSG Piccolo said Giannis want to play with Drew. We got Drew. Also, by bum ass, I mean with respect to the value of what we are giving up. Mikal ain't close to the Milwaukee picks.
No, okay, I mean, fair.
If Giannis goes to the West, who's the best player? Like, who's the highest ranking player in the East? Like, because the West would have
it depends on how healthy
best players in the
Joel
world.
Jeez.
Yeah, it just
7 best players in the world.
Joel plays, if he stays healthy,
healthy
Joel.
Yeah.
I mean, but I think it'll be like either Cade or Brunson or D Mitch. Yeah. I mean, what are them?
I got Cade.
And the West is gonna have Luka, Jokic, Shea, Wemby, and Giannis.
Yeah.
Then you add like the old guys like Steph, KD, Bron.
Yeah.
So, what are you watching the Eastern Conference for? Because the game's on early.
Yeah, that's it.
So if Giannis, I really don't want Giannis to go out west because it's too much.
There ain't no such thing as too much, man.
If I'm an All-Star, I'm trying to get traded to the East because I have a better chance of making
for
it.
But what?
Everything.
Have you seen the difference in like the All-Star teams in the West and the All-Star teams in the East? Like Eastern Conference All-Star should be like half an All-Star appearance. Like I don't know, it's not the same.
I was making my reserve list yesterday. I'm sitting here like, oh wow. I really am gonna put
in the West. I'm like deciding between legitimate top 20 players. I'm like, who am I gonna put in the East? I'm like, I guess this guy's having a decent season.
Yeah, I guess.
Hey, a couple people I had to really like look up their stats and look up like just to make sure like. So
yeah,
this is the East.
Exactly.
It was pretty easy though.
Reserves.
But I
made it easy for the East. I made it easy.
I'm doing the West. Names just coming immediately to my mind. Oh yeah. The East. I'm like, hold on. Let me look at these rosters real quick.
Did y'all put Con on your list in the East?
You said who?
Yeah,
I forgot somebody in the East. I just thought.
Hey, you could. I'm so you like literally if you can do that in 15 minutes or right now, you could switch it up. But after that, buddy, it's cooked.
I mean, I'm not tripping. I think everybody I put on my list was, Good
Shout out to
pick.
these.
I just forgot one.
Yeah.
Shout out to these offense.
Archer Vieira said, "Sorry I'm late, but did y'all see Doc praising Embiid as the best player he's ever trained? Right after his Bucks lost to the Sixers too. How does that keep a job for real?"
It was before the game, to be fair. It was before the game. But yeah, we spoke about it and for a long time too. Shout out to Benson.
Doc is
Norman and
a
MPJ.
funny guy. Doc's a funny guy.
Top 10 coach of all time.
Tupac Westside said, Donkey Kong just demanded a trade. I think that's best for him. But at the same time, ain't LA been trying to do that for 2 seasons? Talk about Dalton Connect.
Yeah.
Oh, we thought it was talking about Donkey Kong.
Shout out to Dalton, man. Shout out to Dalton. I respect
Japan
like
is something we want.
controlling your destiny, man. Yeah, good shit, Dalton.
And chill gonna say, I can demand that I quit. Like, yeah, just quit.
All right, fellas, we got a few members only chats. Then we're going to go ahead and get up out of here. You guys remember to join up on the Splash Sports contest. This is the Point Streak Survivor contest. The deadline closes January 31st. You have an opportunity to win $3,000. Download the app, scan the QR code. You know what to do. The members chats that we got is from the first one, Free Knight. Free Knight has been a member for 10 months. Free Knight said, if the Lakers get Giannis, the NBA is rigged.
Well,
I'd love
prepare
to
to
see
be
it.
calling it rigged because I think that is definitely on the board. I think because that report came out, it said either this deadline or the off season. Now, what can happen between then, right? I think this offseason, as offseason hits, LA gets one more tradable first round pick, by the way. I think we're able to trade one more first round pick. We can also do in this offseason, sign Austin Reeves to a big contract. We could also do sign LeBron to a more manageable contract. And so we trade some picks. You trade Austin Reeves. You trade LeBron James to Milwaukee.
All right.
And you get
trade LeBron James to Milwaukee. Yes.
All right. Come on, Ron.
Hey, man.
Barry Ryan has been a member for 5 months. Barry Ryan said Ox is acting like Kawhi is like LeBron in 2018. He ain't.
He better.
Actually was planning on talking well about the Clippers today because I watched their game against Utah, and the defensive clinic that they put on that second half was very impressive. Kawhi Leonard on the ball on Isaiah Collier. Chris Dunn was chasing the hell out of Lauri Markkanen. James Harden hasn't been bad defensively either. If James Harden was as good on defense as Clipper James Harden during his peak years, maybe a different conversation about that young man. But unfortunately, he decided to start playing defense too late. So, boo-boo for him.
Seen him guarding LeBron last time they beat y'all up, real talk.
I mean, guarding LeBron, where was it, in the half court? I mean, Bron in the half court setting this year is yikes,
D9 the One has been a member for 30 months. 30 months. D9 said, let's go ahead and get Kobe White up to the Wolves. I'm with that.
I like it.
Ooh.
Real talk, you be acting like Swiper last year.
What you mean?
All of a sudden, it's just Luka Doncic. Y'all got nobody. Everybody's unplayable. Oh, my God. It's just disgusting.
I'm not calling whoa. Austin Reeves is legit.
That's why he's in the Giannis trade package. That's how valuable he is, right?
LeBron is a great third option. Don't get me wrong. LeBron's a great third option.
I get queasy when I hear y'all talking about these niggas, man.
After that big three, that roster is mid, brother. Just is, man.
Just no integrity.
We'll bounce back.
Masinko has been a member for 28 months. Masinko said, Bucks gonna take Tyler Hero and Andrew Wiggins for Giannis. I don't care.
Giannis in Miami would be. That's probably the best option out east.
I like it. I like Giannis and Bam. Let's run that up. MTHJ301 has been a member for 12 months. MTH said Giannis, Kuzma, Gary Trent Jr. for Jimmy, Kuminga, Pods, and Moody.
Oh man, why is Kuzma in the deal? Why are these other players in the deal anyway?
Y'all gotta stop forgetting about the Nasties.
Probably got to make the money.
Facts. That's the only other player you have to consider. All these other niggas.
Sauce Man 123 said Duval will be back. The fall off will be classic.
I haven't listened to the freestyles he just dropped. I'm assuming you're talking about Jonathan Cole, because yet to fall off will be a classic. I do agree with that. I have to listen to the freestyles.
Jonathan? His name is Jermaine.
I know. I just be making it. Come on, man. I make up shit on purpose.
I didn't know that. My bad.
Jonathan.
All right. Last but not least, we got a super chat from Elan Twan. Elan Twan sent through a members chat and said, Mars, let's do an OF collab. Hell response. Oh, here you go.
Oh, there he goes.
There you go, buddy.
Oh.
There you go. All right, y'all. It has been fun. It has been real. We'll be back tomorrow, same time, same place. Y'all already know the drill. Y'all know where to find us. If a trade does happen between now and the next time I see you, I will be going live on the breaking news. So y'all be sure to pull up. Turn on your notification bells because it is that time of the year. It's going to be popping. All right. Oh, it is J. Cole's birthday, huh? All right.
Go Patriots.
All right, y'all. We'll catch y'all on the flip side. Man, there's some nasty niggas around here, boy.